Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
What's good? What's good? Happy Founders Day. What's good, DI Love family? Happy Monday. What up, bro? Damn, bro, you would. Hey, man.
We not playing this.
I don't even own that shirt. I don't own that one at all.
I'm just saying, but look, I'm just telling y'all, we did not play in this. I literally just threw this shirt on. I just got the shower.
I just grabbed me one too, man. I did. I don't think I wore this one on the stream. I said, let me try this one out, man.
That's crazy.
You gotta always model the merch, man. You know what I'm saying? Happy Monday, everybody. What's going on?
That's crazy, man. What's up, dude? What's up, TD? What's up, DI Love family?
What's up, fellas?
That's crazy.
It's Monday night. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what we do. No decision.
Kevin, we're on the same wavelength. When I tell them we're on the same wavelength.
Hey, I will say this though, man. We thought it would have been one of the days. It wasn't. From what I was told today, no decision. We're looking at the first week of November, possibly for a decision on the president. So we'll pause on that until that time comes. But happy Founders Day, 146 to everybody. DI Love, Tiger Nation. Come on in, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Y'all know what it is, man. We got a lot to talk about, as always. I'll pause and let you brothers greet the family as they tend to come on in the room, come on in this thing.
Yeah, look, what's up, DI Love family? Yeah, man, happy birthday, JSU. 146 years old today. Got a lot we're gonna talk about, man. Been an adventurous day for the kid. Hope it was a happy and productive day for everybody, man. We're blessed to see it. Talk about some things tonight, man. And as we lay our heads down this evening, hoping the good Lord shows us the free will to get up and do it all over again tomorrow. A lot to be thankful for. you know, we always we've had a lot of things happen here come up between all of us lately, and you know, we've always gone about the business of saying let's be intentional on living. So let's not wait till something bad happen, man. We're gonna cherish the good. So today was a you know, a great Monday. And we're gonna have a great productive Tuesday tomorrow, man. So just want to say kudos to everybody. Carpe diem, seize the day. And man, as we lay our head down tonight, man, let's wake up tomorrow, man. Make Tuesday a productive, beautiful day for every last one of us, man.
What's Zoe said? Yeah, good evening, everyone. I don't have much to say, man. It's a blessing to be here. Hope everyone is doing fine. Hope they had a productive day. It's a safe day. You know, and if it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, just know you're still here to fight another one. So again, good evening to everyone. And it's good to see you guys in the chat. Let's light it up. Ken, you on mute, huh?
Yeah, I was trying to take myself off mute. But yeah, man, you're right. Spot on, man. A productive Monday. I still ain't won against the mole. I spent a little time out there with him. You know, we went a couple rounds today. He got me again today, but it's all good.
Bro, you gotta feel
like the routine, man. The routine is like what? Go to Jack State football on the weekend and then come back home, fight with the mole all week, man. You know what I'm saying? And see if I can't. I went and got some more artillery. I think I'm gonna get him this week though. We'll see. I'll keep y'all updated. But no, but no, man, it's a great day to be a Tiger, man. Great reaction show on Saturday after the game. You know, like I said, it was a great show last night by Sister Rochelle. Enjoyed that. Anytime she have those shows, man, definitely pull up, tune in. I'm sure she probably pop in over on us a little later on. She's making her rounds now, and we couldn't be more proud of and more happy. What's up, KT Dub? Yeah,
what Kim. Up, KT Dub?
That's right. I will say this though, we are only we only a third of the way for our initiative. Like we did not collect the full amount for the initiative. We only got a third of the way there. So we did collect the G. We was trying to get to 3 of them. So we got 2 more to get. We did put the order in. The order will be ready on hold on one second. Yeah, come on. Yeah, well, I got a text message from Rochelle. Hopefully share that when she come up, man. That was a great show from her, and we love to touch on that a little bit tonight. I was told leave your scent in the yard, as in your urine. You know what, man? If I do that, you know, I got a very, you know, I got a bunch of nosy, you know, I would say very attentive neighbors. I'd say, I don't think y'all want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You'll see, you know, just see me whip it out right in the front yard, TD, and just, you know, get with it. Say, look, I'm it's me and the mole right now. Don't pay me no attention. That'd be an adventurous story on the way to Pine Bluff, wouldn't it?
Man, look, man, you need to record that, bro, and just post it, man. I'm talking about that's got.
You know what, bro? Content. I'm gonna do that.
That has to be funny.
Bro, it's just like every time I come on, I got a new hole, man. It's you know. Hold on just a second. T, I think I got the video up. T, you did a really good job, man, of grabbing that content from the alumni band. I'm trying to see if it's been
appreciate posted. It, man. Yeah, it posted. I hadn't watched it. Yeah, it just come through.
Yeah, it did. I got a few views on it so far. Man, it was great content, man. I enjoyed just actually looking at it. It's a 16-minute long video for all my band heads. Y'all could blame TD. TD got a lot of content. So what he did, though, is he was actually out there before the alumni band coming to the stadium for homecoming. Remember, we didn't know where he was and where he went after we did the show. TD went out there and got busy, right? So when he got out there, he got a little bit of each section. You know what I'm saying? Kind of broke that down, and then he got the alumni band coming in. I was frustrated. I was like, damn, I didn't get a chance to. It's on the channel. It just dropped. The title we made, we put Jack State University Homecoming 2023, Sonny Boom of the South alumni band footage. So we got before you enter the stage, we got all that good stuff. Ray, what's happening, baby? We got all that. We got brother Ephraim, brother Ray, brother Carr, all you guys, man. So just different little clips. It's kind of almost like a documentary style. Then you get them marching in, then you get them going up the ramp. So 16 minutes of dope alumni band footage for homecoming, man. And I was happy because I didn't get to see none of it because I was trying to get my daughter fed. You know, that really come first, bro. I was looking for something. Soon we get done doing Tiger Talk, I got my baby with me. I'm like, bro, I gotta get these girls something to eat. And I was like, I'm just gonna miss the alumni band. I'm gonna have to come.
That was a bad memory because as soon as I break off, that's a bad memory because I break off from you thinking I'm about to do something good. I end up calling you. I'm like, man, damn, at the point of leaving here, the line is just
the lines were long as all get out. We missed the tailgate, and it was just, oh man, it was like that, man. So
well, I knew you had things going on, man, and you know, what better way to do it than stand my ground. So I went out and did what I needed to do because I knew you had family business that you need to handle. And I actually, it was very fun doing that. I ended up talking to Miss Natasha in the chat right now. So I ended up talking to a lot of them, man. I saw I got a chance to speak with Tamala Miles.
Tamala Miles, that's my classmate.
Tamala,
I
was talking to her. I was like, I thought you had left the States. She said, everybody thought I left the States.
Tamala producing now. I think she produces some music now. And but Tamala always been OG, man. She's straight OG. I'm dropping the link in the chat, y'all. So for those that wanna, so I just dropped the link in the chat. Feel free. Whenever we get off the live screen, you can go straight to that, or you can actually tap it now and just save it for later. But that's the video for that's. And what I did, bro, is I just took it all in the order in which you sent it. Because I know he had been telling me, we thought that he had uploaded it to the Dropbox, and then I was like, damn, it ain't in there. So he finally went back and uploaded it. And then I was working on that for a minute. So I had to download it. The thing about the Dropbox, when we share a file, you got to go and download it to your device and all that stuff. So I was doing that, and then I had to watch all of it so it can make, try to make it make sense, blend it together. And then I was like, you know what? I almost did a part 1, part 2. I was like, nah, this is good stuff, man. I'm finna run this thing through like a little mini documentary style. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, did you like the little trombone section?
I like that. I like that. I got all that. So I think they're gonna like it, man. I kind of figured that's what they wanted me to do, to collect the specimen in the house and put it in the container and go out there. But we from the SIP, man. We not collecting no specimen in no containers. I'm just gonna go out there in the front yard and whip it out and just
hold on. You was not finna give your life force away for a damn rodent. No doubt. It's your life force, dog. You're not finna give your life force away for a rodent, dog. That dig holes in the yard. No.
I got some stuff. Man. I actually had one of the brothers.
But that made it just a mean.
Pause, bro. I ain't had that buzzing holes in the yard. It just, he said, well, be ratchet did. No, what I'm gonna do, Sister Zakia, I actually have some stuff. So what you have to do is it takes a little time. It has to you have to cut off his life source. I mean, the life source for it's food supply, and that's one of the things. I couldn't find the elaborate traps, and then they didn't even have that. I went and bought the TD. It was hot last week, bro. I went and bought the poisonous worms that you put down in the hole, and by the time I got from the Home Depot to the crib, the damn things melted, bro.
Yeah,
dead serious. So I did stop and get something to eat on the way to the crib, and I was like, damn, bro, they melted on me. So I had to take them back. But I sprayed some stuff over the yard that's supposed to kill all the worms and stuff like that, because that's what they feed off of, for those that don't know. All right, let's move on.
Hey, let me say this. For all the former band members and the current band members, you like the link, make sure you share it, with your fellow band members. They enjoy, tell them to leave a comment. let us know, because we intentionally wanted to make sure that we did that for you guys who watch the show, who follow the show, and support the show. I don't know.
No, I ain't gonna do it. I have to download my Ring camera footage. But keep going, bro. I'm done with the mold and the urine sample. Let's move on.
Yeah. I just was gonna say, man, I had a friend of mine over here. He and his lady was over here, and she's a former JSU. And I let her get a sneak preview of it, man. She loved it. I mean, she absolutely loved it. She said she wanted to make sure that we get it out. So, and then I saw a gentleman at one of the guys who playing trombone, show him at Valley as we was leaving, walking across the field. I mentioned to him, I said, man, we're gonna drop that footage for y'all. He said, man, I appreciate that. He's a doctor something. I don't remember his name, but brother, if you out there, man, shout out to you, man. We appreciate you guys doing that for me, to get that content. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. It just finished, man. Let's see. I don't know what this is.
Thank you, Ms. Alexander.
I'm gonna put Brother Ephraim on the front, since it actually now, Brother Ephraim, it chose the photo of you in your section, buddy. So you guys are gonna be the front man of this video. Hope you don't mind, big dog.
Oh, you know those guys, Ken?
Well, I know Ephraim because Ephraim came to the appreciation, and he's been a valuable member, of the channel, and just have supported on so many levels. So it's only right we make Brother Ephraim the front page of that video. So yeah, man, it's out there, man. But yeah, let's rock and roll, man.
All right.
Like I said, 16 minutes long. It was amazing, man. He got so many different angles. I appreciate that, because it's always good to be able to. I got a chance to enjoy it, but it's not just that. We actually got some more clips. We even got some clips of the boom. We got some clips of the players running out, just some homecoming clips, and we're gonna put everything out. Me and Austin talked. I know Austin dropped, right after we beat Valley, he dropped the highlight video for the post game for the homecoming game. So for folks that don't understand, man, that brother is a busy brother, man. And sometimes you may not get a chance to drop that content. But Zoe, if you spend 10 plus hours making content, that content going out. You're gonna put that out later.
Right. Yo, we love the boom too. Oh, hey, brother Ephraim was the one I was talking to. Ken, I told him we walking across the field at Valley. He just put it in chat. He said, okay, yeah. He
came through and hollered. So you on the front page of the you're gonna be on the thumbnail for that one, bro. But yeah, man. Hope y'all like it. Great video. Like I said, 16 minutes. You watch, they probably gonna watch every last second of that one. I'm getting to it. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Matter of fact, that comment right there means we need to get to the preliminaries then. Let's jump on into it then. What I'll do is I'll skip over the usual. No, I won't. Look, we got an initiative going on right now, y'all. We got these because we got the first order in, we got them in a whole lot quicker. So right now we're working on another load of toiletries for the student, for some for the athletic program of the school. We got some travel teams. We're trying to put something together. So we've collected over $1,000 so far. We're trying to get to $3,000. If you want to donate, you can donate through Givelify, or you can donate to Cash App, PayPal, Zelle at the bottom of the ticker. All right. I done said this, and I done said it again, TD. Next home game is a blackout. Hoodies will be up and ready to ship out starting next week. Go ahead and get your hoodie, man. If you want to get your hoodie, it's going to be cold. I'm pretty sure it's going to be cool for that game. It did get cold in that horseshoe. One thing about it, TD, it started off a little warm in that horseshoe, and guess what? When that around the third quarter, that wind get to coming through there, and it got a whole lot chillier. And I think come November the 4th, it's going to be a whole lot cooler. So go ahead and drop. If you want to grab one of these hoodies, go to KC-1400 Media at gmail.com. You'll have that hoodie in your hand before November the 4th, and you have it ready to wear. And we still got all sizes from small all the way up to 4X available for the blackout. It's a blackout, West Texas Southern.
Are you shipping them out, or you shipping
these are going to come directly from Merch Pack. As soon as he grab them in hand, all those will be shipped directly to us. So if you pre-ordered through us, man, go ahead and make sure you put your order in. We got quite a few orders to come through. And of course, the merch, you got the t-shirt. This is what the t-shirt looked like. DI Love versus Coalition. We love everybody, but it's still DI Love versus Coalition. Then we got all the different flavors of T-shirts. Go to the website and shop with us. Don't forget to get your basketball tickets on sale now. Go JSUTigers.com/2023 BBB tickets. All right. This week in athletics. Yesterday, man, we had soccer at UAPB. We did win that game. And then today we had the cross-country SWAC championship for men and women. I'll get to the results of that. This Wednesday, we got volleyball at Mississippi Valley over in Itabena, softball at Russ versus Russ College at the JSU softball field. That will be Thursday. And then on Friday, we got soccer versus Southern at the JSU soccer field. And then Friday, of course, we're heading over to Pine Bluff, Arkansas to take on the UAP. They're the Lions. Yeah, they're the Lions. Let's see. Then we got volleyball on the 29th versus Prairie View, A&M, and Texas Southern. And then we got volleyball versus Southern. So that's this week in JSU athletics. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Appreciate you. All right, soccer. We got a 1-0. We already, hey, look, the ladies already went to UAPB and secured a win. The
got
football team is on the way, huh?
We got a string of wins right now, too.
We do, man. Shout out to Coach Ted, Coach Theo Flogatis. Getting soccer girls. I mean, they look, we're the defending champions, in case y'all didn't know. So 1-0 victory for the final in JSU soccer on yesterday. And today, Jeremiah Hudson, he finished all SWAC second team. I know Coach Thorne, I know he probably definitely did not like the final results, but hey, we did compete. And Brother Hudson is still over there competing. I met him, TD and I, and Nook and I, we all met him over in Houston for the SWAC championship in for the summer. So Jeremiah still hanging in with us and still doing well. Made the all SWAC second team for the men's cross country for the conference championship. So congratulations to Jeremiah. Keep up the good work, brother.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get it in this year, Ken. They were determined, man. And we still gonna support them. Matter of fact, I gotta find me a volleyball game to go to.
Oh yeah. Oh, righty, man. Moving right along to the SWAC recognition. Hey, we got a newcomer of the week. Shout out to Mr. Jacoby Morgan, won SWAC newcomer of the week for his first start, man, in Mississippi Valley. And then you got two Alcornites, one offensive and defensive player. I actually think John Huggins should have won defensive player of the week. I mean, 6 tackles and 2 interceptions. Come on now, SWAC. What y'all doing, man? 2 bad interceptions too, man. Come on, man. Respect on that boy name, man. Like brother, like Retro said, man, stop playing with us, man. But no, the brother Malachi Bailey had a really good game as well, man, against UAPB. Yeah, they had a lot going on. What's up, James? What it do, baby?
What up, James?
He said, "Can I come in through the back door?" Let's see. But yeah, congratulations to Jacobian. Let's go ahead and talk about his week, man. He won SWAC newcomer of the week. All right, Jacobian Morgan was named SWAC Conference Newcomer of the Week for his performance in the Tigers 21-6 win over Mississippi Valley. Morgan threw for a touchdown and rushed for a touchdown during Jack State's win over Mississippi Valley on Saturday. He tallied for 14 carries. Wait a minute, 14 carries, 107 yards. Damn, he had more yards than I thought he had. You know them stats always be wrong, huh?
I thought he had 10 carries.
Well, that was what the ESPN thing said after the game, but they wasn't up there until like right after the game, so we don't know. But they said 14 carries, 107 yards, and a touchdown. He threw for 141 and a touchdown, connected to 9 different receivers. And Zoe and I always talk about what could have been. Had some. If he'd have just he'd have just hit a couple more than passes, he could have been a 250-yard game. And but that's what we expect to see and come next week versus UAPB. It was the first start of the season for Morgan. His first game with over 100 yards passing and rushing. That's pretty impressive, man. He has now rushed for 4 touchdowns this season. So congratulations to Jacoby Morgan. Hey, man, dope video. We got a chance to capture the moment. Appreciate everybody that went and tuned in. His mom's reached out to Zoe and told him that she wanted us to capture the moment, and we did our level best to me and TD jumped in there, tried to hide him went and put them in the stands until they was coming off the field. Austin did a great job of letting the coaches know, and then we were able to capture that moment, man. And I hope it goes viral. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of different eyes on that as well. So yeah, they had Arrington 4 carries. Didn't know Arrington played defense. Yeah, ain't no telling. But anywho, but congratulations to Jacoby, man. Keep up the good work, brother. Keep working hard, man, and keep building, keep stacking wins, and keep doing your thing, brother. All right, moving right along. Next up, that's what they wanted to talk about, man. I know what the folk came to see, man. This is a big-time recruit, man. Big time. So, another 3-star in the class of 2024. Hey, listen, man. Let's talk about it. Hold on. Now, you know I'm excited more specifically because this boy coming out of Madison County. I like Richard Mays Jr. I wanted him back when he was coming out of high school, but he's a 3-star kid. Shout out to Light On Sports. He actually picked it up as well. For those that don't know, playing at Colin right now, he actually committed to Southern Miss straight out of high school as a 3-star commit out of Ridgeland. Let's break it down real quick. Richard Mays Jr., 6'2", 212, freshman, Ridgeland High School, Ridgeland, Mississippi. Consensus 3-star wide receiver, rated the 35th best player in the state of Mississippi by ESPN. He had 8 catches for 143, 3 touchdowns. In a district victory over Neshoba Central, he compiled 2,479 receiving yards over his varsity career at Ridgeland. He averaged 121.6 yards per game his senior season with 14 touchdowns. Selected as a SB Live's All-State team, first team MAC, 5'8" All-State team. Also lettered in basketball and baseball for the Titans. He's talking about a 3-sport star, Richard Mays. Hey, he tagged Zai, say, "Hey Zai, let's do it all over again at Jackson State, man." So, and DJ fired it up. It was just a great moment for. Shout out to all those Ridgeland Titans out there, man. And we want to welcome Brother Mays. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to take this down and we'll come back to it. So I'm going to give you first dibs, talk about the importance, man, of just how it is to continue to rack up on this local talent in the greater Jackson area, but more specifically within the state, and what Coach T.C. Taylor and the staff has done in compiling this local talent, something that we've always wanted to see happen for Jackson State.
I mean, I made a comment earlier this year when I said that this Jackson State program under T.C. Taylor will mirror what you saw in the W.C. Gordon. And T.C. Taylor is still going about the business of actually succeeding with that. This team going forward under T.C. Taylor will have a strong Mississippi flavor to it in ways that we hadn't seen in decades. And he's showing you that now. Now with this kid, and this is, again, big-bodied receiver, 6'2", 215, and had a good high school career originally. Again, Madison County is a football-rich county in more ways than one, man, when you talk about Ridgeland, Germantown, and Madison Central. And yeah. Jackson, before Madison Central was even created, Jackson used to get a lot of studs out of Florida and East Florida. And a good portion of players from Madison Central are from Florida and East Florida. So same thing, but, man, big-body kid. And, again, this makes, if I'm not mistaken, Ken, I think this makes either number 9 or number 10 on the commitment list, which is strong for an HBCU program, even more so strong for an FCS program. And, again, under a first-year head coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're doing the work, man. It's being done. A 3-star kid. And right now, Ken, every player we have minus 1 are all 3 stars. So what that says is we have, I believe this makes the 10th commitment. So we're going by the number. You have 9 commitments in October for next year, and 9 of the 10 are 3-star players. I'm sorry, folks. That's strong. That's strong as hell for any FCS program. That's strong for an FBS program. Sans the SEC. So Coach T.C. Taylor and his staff is still doing it. And again, we're setting the foundation, whether people realize it or not. You're talking about finishing it. We're right now 5-3 with a chance to have a winning record, the only first-year coach in the HBCU landscape to do so. And so all is not lost. And again, it's a damn good pickup. Kid has great size, great motor. He has I think he's going to fit the motif of what we're trying to do. So kudos to Coach Taylor, Coach TC Taylor, and the staff. This is a huge gift for us.
T?
Yeah, man, I think it's a great pickup. I'm really excited for many reasons on different levels. I'm glad the young man had decided to come home. I mean, it's nothing like playing in the presence of your family and your friends. You may have grandparents or uncles or someone who can't get around to move out to a lot of those big areas out, 2 and 3 hours away, sometime even in another state. So stay at home. You still gonna get the recognition that you need. You do what you do. They will find the talent. And right now, with Jackson State being in the spotlight the way that it is, come on home, play in front of your friends, your family, people that love you, you know what I'm saying, and get the support from home. Also, kudos to Coach Taylor and the staff for continue to recruit locally. This talent has been getting away for years upon years, and especially in Madison County. So we definitely need to continue to, they definitely need to continue to, recruit locally. I mean, even when you're going down south, and what you may not have, may not cross your mind, Ken. When you look at Madison County, when you think of the high school, we got somebody from Erie High School.
Yeah, we do.
We got somebody from we got the kicker from Germantown.
Dylan Watson.
Right. Mm-hmm. Wait, let me start over. We got Jacoby and Morgan from exit 119.
You better get that right, bro. Before you get
I better get that right, because they don't walk up on me, bro. Be like, hey, bro, you did.
Go ahead, Doc.
So we got him, man. Matter of fact, I didn't get a chance to speak on it because I know you moving fast. That was a great video. That was great shooting by you, man. That was excellent. It was a tearjerker. So if you hadn't seen it,
got me live, bro. And then I messed around, looked at his dad. I saw his dad. Why I was like, I was already emotional, man. So I just let it come on out. I ain't let nobody see me. I walked out to the end and kind of keep going.
It's a tearjerker, man. So saying he had a good game. I'm expecting more. His dad his dad told us, man, he said, don't hold back. He said, let it rip. He said, he tell his son, do what he got to do. And if you don't, he said he don't let him hear about it. He said he want us to let him hear about it. So Jacobian, we're expecting a lot from you, brother. Then you move on up to Germantown. We got the kick in with Dylan and Weston. We got a ton for Madison Central. I can't even name them all, so I'm not gonna even mess that up.
I'll help you with the Madison Central kids.
Go ahead, help me with that.
So first and foremost, let me do this, man.
Go ahead.
We have a star at safety, and I would like to say one of the best safeties in the SWAC right now, Mr. BJ Washington, who is just playing lights out, leading the team in interceptions with 3, made an amazing diving, and then you think of the talent we had starting at safety last season. BJ didn't start the beginning of the season, I don't think. I think Petty started. And then we kind of he worked his way into the starting lineup, but he's got a vice grip on it right now. You know what I mean? So you look at BJ Washington, you think about Braxton Barney, you got Isaiah Spencer. At those are the 3 Madison Central kids, and you got Germantown, Dylan Watson, and then you got.
Did you say
Barney?
Huh?
Did you say BJ?
I said BJ. Did I say BJ? I said BJ first.
Okay, I'll make sure.
You got a star at safety. You ain't listening. I hype BJ a big time.
No, Braxton Barney, the defense end.
Yeah, he is. Now I want to say this, man, because I think it's important that we mention this. And I want to finish. This is for the young guys. And I mean this when I say this. Especially, our wide receivers. We got a lot of young wide receivers that came in, highly recruited, highly touted. Man, just hang tight, man. You know what I'm saying? What happens in this transfer portal era is that you come in, Isaiah Spencer has been probably of all the freshmen on the offensive side that have played more than anybody. And that's a testament to how good of a kid he is. And we're seeing him develop and get stronger and make plays on the offensive side. But when you talk about Isaiah Kendall, you talk about Mike Williams, you talk about Lester Miller, you talk about Sebastian St. Louis. These are young freshmen that haven't seen much time. Jace Ward, 3-star tight end. You have to understand that they are the future. You know what I'm saying? And we talking about 2024 major. And even if they haven't seen the playing time this year and they didn't play right away, get stronger. Come in, you know what I'm saying, keep working. Man, don't fall victim to that transfer portal stuff, man. Jackson State, and I'm telling you, if you just buy into what Coach TC is doing and into the program that he's building, trust me, man. Especially as freshmen, I wanted to say that for that reason, because freshmen got time. You got plenty of time. You can't even get to the league until you're 3 years removed from your high school class anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's why they do that. They don't. It ain't like the NBA. So you got time to develop, get stronger, and really see what you got in a program, even if you don't see the field. That goes for Stanley Cooks. That goes for Narik Sharp. That goes for Bruce Batman Mitchell. Bro, we have a star-studded young core, man. And I want those young guys to stick together, man. And I'm telling you, stick together. They are the inaugural first freshman recruiting class under Coach TC Taylor. And them guys could be the catalyst of a new era of the post-Deion Jackson State football era. So when you look back over and you say, man, these were the guys that did it. Every college class that has won came in with a freshman core. When I went to junior college, you understand what I'm saying? Now, I didn't play D1 basketball. I gave it up, and I'm serious, man.
What's up, Calvin?
And let me say this right here, though, TD. My brothers that I started junior college with, to this day, we are still tight. I don't care where you see us, and we're in our 40s now, bro. When we see each other, we talking. I went to the block party last week. You say Exit 119, one of my brothers who's a head basketball coach for the Canton Tigers, my brother BJ Townsend. We was true freshmen together in college. You know what I'm saying? Jarrell Jones out of Callaway, Sandrell Spann out of Provine. I mean, we've been down like 4 flat tires ever since, because you go to war together. And guess what? I didn't play a lot of my dad was coming to all the games, bro. And I'm gonna shut up and let y'all jump back in here. My dad was coming to the games, TD, and I was getting garbage time minutes. I wasn't even playing in all the games. But my sophomore year, I come back and I started. So because the coach told me what I needed to do, he was like, "Ken, you need to lose some weight. I need to lose 20 pounds. I need to get in the weight room." I went and ran 2 miles. That was when the YMCA was open, fortification. I ran 2 miles every morning, bro. Every day. I run it. I'm talking about, and I would time myself to get better, go put that work in, fall in love with the game, fall in love with the development and the process. Don't be so quick to listen, because the grass ain't always greener. I had a conversation with my brother on the sideline at the game. And what he did was, he's an analytical guy. He went and looked at every player that transferred out from Jack State last year. And it's only a couple. And I'm talking about like one, as in 1, 2, 3. There's a few players 4 that are actually producing, that was playing for Jackson State, that's at another university, that's producing. And you can say 5 when you include Gaddy, because Gaddy's playing. You got Willis Patrick, of course, Shador, Shiloh, and Travis. Everybody else, So the objective is to get on the field. You got kids that that's playing and got NFL contracts right now that played for HBCUs last year. You follow what I'm talking about? But they were able to be seen because they're actually playing. Man, don't listen to that nonsense, man. Don't let them folk get in your head. Stick to it. Now, if you stick to it and you find out that this just ain't for you, by all means, I get it. But I'm telling you, we're coming up on that time. You know what I'm saying? We got a few losses, and things might not be looking the way you think they need to look. They might not be feeling how you feel like they need to feel. And what happens, TD, and I'm saying this for a reason, because I'm talking about these kids, especially kids that come out of Madison County, especially these kids who have folks that be in their ears talking about Jackson State ain't it. Don't tell me I don't know that. I've been a Madison County native since 1989, bro. Even though I was born and raised in Jackson, Pop's been in that since 89. I know how the conversations go. TD, you know how these conversations go, bro. When it comes to HBCUs, you got kids would rather go sit on the bench and get a little check or something to go sit on the bench and become invisible some of these other schools. But I want to use Mays as an example. This is what I think is so dope about this story. Richard Mays, 3-star kid, went to USM. He went to USM. There you go right there. Didn't play much. Say, you know what? I'm out of here. Went JUCO. got his stats up, say, I'm going home, man. My boy who was throwing me the ball that got me that 3-star, that got me that scholarship, my boy is at Jackson State right now. I'm going to go where my relationship's at. He chose to come to Jackson State, and I think that's a testament to what we can do. And Jackson State is one of them schools, man, that if you build it right, it can look just like one of these Power 5 programs. It comes down to what we put. I'm gonna be quiet and let y'all jump on in now.
I will tell you, I'm gonna add to that, Ken. You know what happens when you get a whole lot of local talent on that team? More people come see it.
Got a lot of family. Boy, hey, it was a lot of 15 with Morgan t-shirts on. They said, boy, Coach Morgan got a big old family, don't it? Got a whole lot of folks in there.
I mean,
hey, look, right next to him, Zoe, true story. You got the Morgan family. Everybody taking photos. Got grandma in that thing. They happy to see it. Guess who right next to him? You got the Stevens family. You got DJ Steven and his family. I was a big family, big hugs and everything. I love it, man, because that's who we are. You get what I'm saying? You get more supporters. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm telling y'all, Mississippi is one of the most underrated states in the world when it comes to talent. We loaded with 3 stars. And Zoe was the first person on record that told everybody months ago. You don't believe me? Go back and listen to it. Zoe said, watch out for this 2024 class. This 2024 class in the state of Mississippi is loaded with talent. It's loaded.
And I want to add a little bit to what you were saying too, Ken, about the freshmen that's coming in. They also have to take consideration. You want to take consideration too, with all the players that exit, with all the coaches that exited the building last year, and everybody that was brought in, the freshman class. Now you have a quarterback that's a sophomore, a redshirt sophomore, that's going to be playing as well. So you're going to be able to build a chemistry right there as well. So there's something that you may, just consider. And then plus it's some plus I'm sure gonna be some major changes coming around Jackson State as far as a lot of stuff. A lot of differences, a lot of changes, whether it's, with facilities or whatever the case may be. A lot of changes is soon to come, or in process to come. I mean, just because it's not being put out there, that's what the 40 by 40 campaign is about. So it's about making things better. So don't get caught up in a lot of stuff that you're hearing on the side and go sit on the bench just to say you at a certain place to wear a certain name. Let's not do that. And also I want to add one more thing for us to recruiting. Now we don't hear everybody in Madison County. I'm not sure we got no Velma Jackson players on the
hold on. Okay. Shout out to Coach O.
Okay.
Coach O was at Velma Jackson versus French Camp. They won 73-7. Shout out to my girl Vaughn. She's an alum of Velma Jackson.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, I forget. I gotta go in the text thread to see what the young man name. I just know somebody had 7 touchdowns, bro.
7. Yeah, they keep a pretty good running back, man.
So we are recruiting the running back. I think we recruiting some players out of Velma Jackson. So don't. I don't want to put that out. We out there.
And we in Madison County. Hey, it starts at Velma. It go all the way up to what? Ridgeland. You know what I'm saying? So you got Velma, Canton, Germantown, Madison Central. Hey, we'll take a couple play out of MRA. We'll go there.
We got it all. We got Clinton, we got Brandon, we got Pearl, we got a whole lot of, and then we got to get down to Louisville. You saw Javancy put out a tweet. Say, look, we got the best defense in the state, arguably. He's old now already, 45 minutes in. He tired.
I'm reaching on my phone.
But look, you got Javancy. We got to go down there and see him. Go down to Louisville, see what he got down there. You know what I mean? Go to Neshoba Central, Neshoba County. Go over there to Home Central again. Holler at Coach Marcus Rogers over there. Go up to Starkville, holler at Chris Jones over there. See what we got. We got a whole lot of going on. Then we got to get over to Georgia, where, you know what I'm saying, where Georgia loaded with talent. Get over in Florida. Get over in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Get over to Texas. Get up to Tennessee. Get down in the boot. We got a whole lot of places we recruiting talent, man. And we got some kids that want to play for Jackson State University, man. So Coach is doing a great job.
I saw a nose guard in Brandon, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, if they would listen, if they would take my little small, 1 cent of advice, man, just listen to me. That boy, hey, and I'm gonna catch some of those games too, Ken. Mark my word.
Now, the point we're making is that the coaches one thing they've done is a great job of recruiting, and we love it, man. Gavin Griffin is the running back. That's who it was. Gavin. She said Gavin had 7 touchdowns, bro. Gavin, we coming to get you, baby. We coming. Nah, yes, indeed, man. But no, great pickup today, man. I love to see the recruits coming through. We got a big game coming up this weekend. I haven't watched the UAPB versus Alcorn game. They lost 31-7. But look, I expect us to go up there and handle our business. Zoe and I talked about the breakdown of this thing. We get this UAPB game. You had Texas Southern versus FAMU. Started off, they jumped on them a little quick, and then FAMU fought back, clawed back, and snuck them with some snake venom and wound up pulling away from them. We got an opportunity to we have them at home. You know what I'm saying? We come off a second win. Let's say we get Texas Southern. Hey, man, we get Texas Southern. Now we three straight wins, and guess what? We're 7-3. And this is all just projected. And then we take a week off and we prepare for Alcorn. And I think Alcorn is going to be in a situation where they're going to be playing for the West. And that game is going to mean a whole lot. So you're going to have a lot of people at that game. That's going to be a game of just a haven, man, to have all that talent in there, to check out that atmosphere. And I think that game is going to be amazing. So I'm headed to Louisville to watch Ethan Terrell Friday night. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man.
Hey, Monty, Monty Carter, who's your child?
He said that's a man child. You talking about Gavin?
Man child? Okay.
You talking about Gavin?
You talking about a running? Somebody talking about a running back. You know, we're going at the I forget his name. It escapes me right now. The running back from Brandon.
Oh yeah, I think we've offered him too.
We have. That's a house.
Say Callaway versus Warren Central at Hughes Field this Thursday. Big district game. If you're in town around, go check out those. Go check those teams out. Of course, we always gonna have somebody in the building looking at. We're gonna have
Callaway versus them weak chumps. Yeah, we're gonna get that dub.
I have the Ethan Terrell video. One thing I don't do a whole lot of is post. We can't really post secondary videos. I have them though. Everybody knows Ethan. We may do a spotlight on him. Don't just hang tight, Gunner. We may do something with that. He actually sent me his highlights a couple weeks ago, so I keep a close eye on Brother Terrell, and he is balling, by the way. So we just may do that. You may motivate us to go ahead and drop a little video, and we may put that on Wednesday, man. Since we talking about it. Matter of fact, we may do it for a couple of recruits. Highlight some of the recruits that we got going on. Herman Smith got baptized this past weekend. Yeah, we haven't seen any of those clips. Hope you're doing well, man. But that was it for the preliminaries. Like I said, we're on to UAPB. We got through that in 50 minutes. For those that are in, go ahead and hit that like button, man. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. And if you're not a channel member, hit the subscribe button. We love for you to become a channel member. Click the link to join. All proceeds allows us to continue to build this platform. We do a lot with this platform, and I do mean a ton. We do a lot from NIL all the way to obviously through initiatives and so forth and so on. No president name today. I think they're gonna move that over to the first week of November, and we'll find out who will be the next president at Jack State. So just drop the link if you guys want to come up, chop it up with us. What's on your mind? Let's talk about Mississippi Valley. We can talk about UAPB. We can talk about presidents. We can talk about the new commit. We can talk about recruiting, whatever you want to talk about, whatever's on your mind. Again, grab that hoodie, man. Blackout versus I'm only saying that because it's time sensitive. I really want to keep reiterating that. But even if you don't make the cutoff, you can always grab it whenever you get a chance. So these standard hoodies on sale now. Go to KC-1400media.com. So go grab that right now and just go shop with us. Yeah, TJ coming up as always. What's up, brother TJ?
Hey, hold up, Ken. I want to say this one thing.
Go ahead. You good?
Yeah. We was talking about Madison County talent. I mean, we just was that was kind of, well, we were serious, but we was joking too. We know there's talent everywhere, all over the the metro area. Cause Yazoo keep some dogs too, man. So
Yes,
we just was speaking on that. We're not neglecting Clinton or anyone else or Callaway, Jackson, nowhere. We just was speaking of the local talent that we have on the team as of now.
Yeah, we don't recruit Callaway like talk about it. We just no, you good.
Hey, I didn't do that, man.
You got everything to do with it.
Hey man, I just noticed something. Y'all rocking the milk duds tonight. Let me go ahead and join y'all. We look like the cone heads before
y'all milk duds. I'm lighter than y'all. This is Almond Joy.
No, Almond Joy dark, bro. Oh, they dark, man. Dog. Man said Almond Joy. Hey, let TD finish. I want to get TJ.
Yeah, I'm done. Hey, that's all I wanted to say, man. We wouldn't neglect the metro area.
Hey, TJ, what's up, brother? Come on in, man.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's up, TJ? What's going on, man?
Man, chilling. Just kind of soaking in this victory from this past weekend, and just kind of listen to the commentary y'all speaking about with the recruits and stuff. So it's
we love talking recruiting, man. That's our main thing.
Yeah. To your point, man. I mean, when you kind of, I guess, think about that long term, like that's really a good look for the for the football program to have local top tier talent at Jackson State, and just being within the community and things like that are able to bring people have butts in the seats and stuff in the stadium, and just us being able to have a good product and go out and compete, because I'm looking forward to next year when we have to play ULM, and then in 25 going down to the Hattiesburg and line up against USM, because I think at that point hopefully Coach TC would have gotten all the jitters out, or whatever the case may be, the first year, head coaching, some of this, I guess, questionable calls and things like that. So when we get ready to line up against those teams, like, I think we'll really, see a Jackson State team that's clicking on all cylinders.
I agree with that. I think I was telling somebody this, and this is in no shape do I mean, so turnover, let's talk about staff turnover. That's something that can happen whenever because here's what happens. A lot of coaches, especially if they do well, for folks that don't know, I think the position coaches are year to year. They all year to year. Only the head coach, for the most part, is the one that have the long-term 3 to 4 year deals, right? Maybe I think I will see a couple years on this deal. And you just kind of go accordingly, right? So, or you may have a position coach that may take a job somewhere else, may get another opportunity. So what you have is, or somebody may not meet the mark. I'm pretty sure at the end of the year, you do an evaluation, self-evaluation of the program, see kind of where you are. You look back and you say, okay, we got to make some changes in this area. And then you go accordingly, right? I said that to say this. Anybody that's ever been in management, it's one thing to fire someone. It's a whole different ball game when you have to have that exit interview, and that's the tough part of managing in your early years. And I was telling TD, and by no means am I saying coach gonna fire anybody. I'm just saying that's not my point. The point I'm making is it may be a situation where someone may actually walk out the door. They may agree to just part ways collectively. What happens is you tend to get a lot. It's kind of like remember Juice. When Pac shot Raheem and he had the juice all of a sudden. He had his first casualty. They said once he got that taste, it was on. Now he can continue to do it, right? So I think when that happens, that too is going to also develop coach as a head coach. You see what I'm saying? When you get past that roster turnover stand, because this is his first ever staff. Think about that. When he comes back in the room this time, TJ, Zoe, Retro, and TD, I ain't got to build no whole damn staff no more in December. You see what I'm saying? Hey, man, this guy's out. We got a new guy coming in. Let me introduce you to da-da-da-da-da. And you continue to build. Because I remember talking to Coach TC in the middle of, like, damn near early spring, and we were still trying to figure out, he was still trying to figure out finalize some things.
Wide receiver coach came in late, right?
Well, we had RJ Fleming in, and then Fleming went to Toledo. I think he went to Auburn and Toledo, something like that. But anyway, then Coach Abraham comes in. My point in all of this that I'm saying, you go left, damn, I should have went right. You go right, and I should have went left. All that stuff happens in year one. I was telling you, this was the first time, TJ, and you was at the game. You saw Coach Bradley on the sideline. This is game 8.
Right.
And this is the first game that the defensive coordinator was on the sideline. Now, maybe they felt through conversations, you know what, Coach, you need to be down here with it. I don't know how those conversations went, but sometimes the adjustments that are made, bro, we're not privy to see that. We're not in the room. There are no cameras like what Prime did, where we seeing kind of things and we got access to that. We just see the changes and say, okay, cool. We see a change at quarterback. You see So my point is, once you get through all of that in year 2, I expect coach to go faster in some of that stuff. Muscle memory, system in place, just more seasoned. And I think when you see that, he ain't gonna waste a whole lot of time in some areas that he used energy this year, because he ain't gonna have to, because he gonna have it rolling. And you get a 8-3 with all the goofy stuff we've seen with injuries, late portal entries, man, a young man getting killed on campus, like everything, bro, has just about happened this year that could possibly happen. And we got a young lady kicking for us. We got all kinds of stuff happen this year.
That's a valid.
All of that after 60 players exit, 60 new come in, new staff in late December, January. Man, bro, that's impressive to build on. And then you can say our expectations was way too high, because we were the ones that came out on the front lines because we were privy to see it and we was excited. We was like, you know what, we ain't gonna miss a beat, because we thought we didn't, but us not knowing, look, this shit take time, bro. And now I don't mind going back saying, you know what, hey man, 8-3, like Zoe said, I thought 9-2, he thought 9-2. You come back 8-3, you one off. It is what it is. You keep building. You got a good product, and you can still recruit at a high level. So I think we're gonna be fine, man, in the years to come. Like you said, we got ULM next year. We got USM 2 years from now. We continue at the same clip. You talk about the development. Keep beef in the house. Continue to get these guys stronger. Hey, man, that's another thing. Beef knew strength and conditioning. He's still trying to establish a whole program for the school with him and Coach Kendrick and new staffers. So it's a lot that we have to account for, but I think the future is extremely bright. And if we could just muzzle our expectations just a little bit as a base, I think we'll see more positive than we do negative. And I think that'll be the thing that we could focus more on. I'll pause on that.
I was going to say, even from a fan standpoint, you brought up a good point about people not noticing the nuances, but I can even take it a step further, because even the fans who aren't at the game, Ken, guess what? Those people who are watching the game on television, from the HBCU experience, you don't have the commentators who actually are privy to that, to actually let the fans know who's watching on television the same thing that's happening. You see what I'm saying? It's not like you got Gary Danielson or some of these other, high-profile college guys on CBS or Fox. They're not telling you these things about, oh, this coach is in the press box calling the game or who's on the sideline. So even as a fan watching it on the TV, you're not getting the information. You don't know. You're just taking it game by game. But to even 86 away from that, to go into, segue into next year, TJ, I'm going to tell you, I told everybody a long time ago, yeah, the class of 2024 and the class of 2025 in Mississippi is loaded, right? But then you also kind of have some foresight. Look at what you think the landscape of what the SWAC will be next year. Look at who are the best quarterbacks in the conference right now. Look who's leaving, all right? And then when you talk about from a recruiting standpoint, I would venture to say Jackson State's going to have the best recruiting class in the SWAC next year. I mean, we're sitting with 9 3-star commits in high school right now in October, right? And so you fast forward to TC now won't be having on-job training, going to his second year with continuity, probably another one. Again, we're going to have the talent. Nobody's going to out-talent us. So if we want to get into semantics about the best class in the conference, that's fine, have at it. But nobody's going to out-talent us. And the talent is there. Also remember what we said. You still have not seen everything from this transformational class in TC Taylor's first season. We told everybody this freshman class from the 2023 is going to be a foundational cornerstone class for this team. And I still stand by that. So a lot of guys you guys have not seen they're purposely redshirting. You know, we can talk about Noah Bouye, I'm sorry. Noah Bouye. You got Lester Miller. You got Mike Williams, Isaiah Kendall. I mean, you got Big Goldmouth. I mean, we got so many guys, all freshmen out of high school who have not played. They're going to take a red shirt. Then you look at guys that's going to actually go coming back because now you got J.D. Martin coming back, medical red shirt. Jesse Riley's going to not lose a year. Still maintain 2 years coming back. I'm telling you, we finished at 8-3.
Right, if they all stay, correct.
I mean, we're saying if they basically saying with them staying. But you also talk about, you look at now with the potential of Jacobian getting possibly 4 starts, right? And played in 5 games. If he can progress, and I told Ken this morning, if he can progress, again, we got to see it. So I'm not trying to put, send the cart before the horse, but he has to show some growth. Because if he doesn't, now you go into the offseason talking about, okay, well, what about Zai? As well as Jacobian. So Jacobian has to show some growth in these next 3 games that can actually jump up and rep up the expectation or the enthusiasm going to the spring, because again, continuity matters. And now you can segue with some momentum, because when you go into the offseason, I'll be quiet, when you go into next season, who's going to be returning what returning? Alcorn's losing their quarterback. They have unproven quarterback in the freshman that they have. They pulled him. He's not even playing now. Prairie losing their quarterback. I mean, everybody who has a tangible starter right now outside of Alabama State is losing their quarterback, except Jackson State. So bear in mind, I'm telling you, it's actually setting up for us to make a serious run going to next season. Not trying to put the cart before the horse, but just keep that in mind with what you're seeing with us right now as we segue into these final 3 games of the season.
I want to just throw one more thing in there for those that this is since I mentioned it, it's a quick point. You can see the field from the booth, but I'm telling you right now, when the head of the defense is in front of those players, they may respond a little differently. TD was there. He saw it. I would like to think that this defense, man, it's the first time we actually had an opportunity for a shutout, and it should have been a shutout. Because they went out there, they went out there and they handled business, man. You know what I'm saying? Missed a few tackles still here and there, and we got to get better. But just kind of watching it and seeing it, I saw a lot of guys on defense excited, especially excited for their teammates, and just a lot of high energy. You know what I mean? The move to, we talked about the changes. They moved Huggins to linebacker. I don't know if y'all caught that. Most have, but I think it was told the scouts want to see him in that role, and he did. Look at what he did. Middle of the field, had that shutdown locked up. But I'll pause right there and let anybody want to come in. I think TJ, and then we'll let Retro come on in and get his words.
I want to say one thing, Ken.
Go ahead.
I wanted to respond. It's basically on the cuff of what you were saying. Jeremiah asked a question. Said earlier he asked, why do we think the DC moved down to the sideline? First of all, we don't know the answer to that question because we're not in that circle. But if you want to think, and then the highlight that you put up for interacting,
Jeremiah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, true enough. You can't see the whole field like you saying.
You have a coach that is that's up there giving you eyes and talking directly to you.
Right, and there's nothing like being personal with your player. I mean, you'd rather talk on the phone to your lady, to your spouse, or would you rather be there in person? You know what I'm saying? So,
well, hold on.
So, my bad, bro.
Don't go there, dog. Go ahead.
Right. So I'm just saying, it's easier to interact when you face to face. So yeah, and the intensity can be there. So that's all I had for that.
No, I also wasn't implying that Huggins switched to linebacker this game. He was playing some linebacker last game. I was saying we talk about adjustments over the full array of throughout the conversations, and yes, there have been several adjustments made. So just wanted to say that. Yeah, I think the linebackers coach went to the booth, and then the DC came down. So I mean, as long as you can see the field, you have somebody you trust that can give you the calls and tell you they understand how you call. Hey, man, that's what it is. So, hey, Jordan Master, that's something that we definitely could look at. It's all kinds of things we can do because that's why I was admonishing those to stay. A lot of the things that are going to be great for the team and the teams to come is going to come through the efforts that we do. Because there's some things that we gonna do that ain't even in play just yet. So that you can't say it, you can't look at JSU in the state that it's in right now and just assume that it's not gonna change, like TD said, for the better. There's things that's happening each and every day that we're working on and we're looking at that's gonna be better for the come. Retro, what you got, baby?
What's going on, y'all?
You got it, baby. What's up with you?
Good do, man.
What's up, man?
Well, as y'all can see, I didn't put my actual name on here. That's only because Saturday morning I was cleaning out my trailer, trying to burn time until the game started. Then some of my equipment in my trailer ended up falling on my phone, and it smashed it up before the game. So I had to go buy me a new phone. And I'm pretty much locked out of everything that I had in my old phone. Uh, I'm sure ones ain't been seeing me in other chats and stuff like that lately because I ain't been having no access to it. But
Right.
hey, look, good win. I love what I seen from the defense, especially Nanzo. You just spoke about this specifically with that 3-man front. I love the fact that they dropped Josh Clark down and put him in a position to get around that edge. Like, and I really don't think that teams really seen that coming, as well as J Hug being in the middle. Well, I ain't gonna say necessarily the middle, but moving them down to that linebacker spot and add an immense amount of speed to that to both of those positions, and being as well as being able to drop Antonio back if so needed. The adjustments that was made, I think, was absolutely impeccable, and it showed. You know, um, I don't think I've seen this defense that explosive as since probably like the first game. Matter of fact, what I seen from this past game, the defense probably was even more explosive actually. Because they had more speed on the floor, on the field, rather. You know, um, Specifically with the offense, I love what I'm seeing from Jacoby, and the throws are there. If you Ken, you spoke on this Sunday. He put a little bit more air up under that bad boy, they gonna fall right in. But I love his confidence because even with a missed throw, he come right back and he gonna launch that thing again. Okay, that's cool. As well as being able to assess the plays. If it's wide open, man, take off down the field, bro. Get them yards, man. You know, and keep moving. I can deal with that. As well as I want to speak on, which I was talking about just a second ago, in terms of just moving, absolutely moving forward. Um, I was talking to somebody, well, I want to say maybe a day or two ago, and we were just talking about the rebuilding process, and I ain't gonna put no name on it, rather, but they didn't necessarily like it, but I had to kind of get them to understand, like, look, it truly hit me around the Bethune game that this is a rebuild, but I also said this is an unusual rebuild. And the reason I say this is because your usual rebuild typically looks like your Bethune, your
Yep.
Valleys,
Yep.
your UAPBs,
Facts.
But this is a different type of rebuild to the point where ain't too many first year head coaches,
First time.
or first year staff, first time staff have a true opportunity to come in and go rather 8-3 or 7-4, whichever one, it could be either one. whatever. But just being put in that position, they typically look like your Bethune, Valleys, and UAPB. So we in a great position, man. I love what TC doing. You can see TC's culture being laid. You know, if you really studying what's going on, but you're gonna absolutely have to be patient with this right here. You know,
Yeah, you don't have a
this
choice.
not about to be a fly by night. Nah, you ain't got no choice. This not gonna be a fly by night right here.
This
To
is
your
what
point, sir.
Go ahead, TJ.
I also think that once it hit, and I think next year gonna be that year, huh?
Well, hold on. Before you go to the jet, because to add to your point, because I mentioned this to Ken earlier, we finished the season 8-3. TC is a first-time head coach, not first-year head coach at Jackson State. Understand that his rookie season, his inaugural season, is the floor. So just marinate on that. We're talking about a first-time head coach, and he went 8-3. So understand that 8-3 is the floor. Do you understand how this segues into the
8-3 first, though? We got to finish 8-3.
Oh man, look. So I said it, so it shall be done. 8-3, 8-3. His first season. That is the floor going into your second season, and you have all this stuff coming back. You're not going. Nobody's going to get more talent than us. We're going to hit the portal. I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all. So to add to your point, 8-3 is the floor. Just marinate on that. 8-3 is the floor.
Go ahead, TJ.
Yeah, so Retro, to your point, man, I was thinking the same thing over the weekend, you know, in terms of just like this being a rebuild. You know, like if you look at like even Jackson State teams pre, you know, Dion, like we were nowhere near as competitive, you know, in a lot of different areas that we are now. And you know, of course, we saw how they turned out with the coaching turnover. But if you look at what Coach TC has been able to do, like it has been pretty, you know. And I mean, I think with the last coach, we were just used to with like what people would, I guess, term microwave success.
Mm-hmm.
But like now, it's almost like we put ingredients together, and we got to put it in the oven and bake it. And so it's going to be good because it's taking longer, and you put more, I guess, effort in terms, and you're trying to. It's almost like you're cooking with love. And so, you know, I for me,
I like that.
I just feel like that. You know, yeah, I've even questioned some, you know, calls that Coach TC has made, but me being a coach, and again, I'm not nearly the type of coach. I'm not on the collegiate level or anything like that. But just being in those moments to where you wonder if that was a good play call, or you look back and say, well, I could have done it this way, or whatever, because based on the outcome. And so I think, as you said, Ken, just going through that and then coming back around in year two, he's going to know what to expect in certain situations. And so like his ability to question certain things won't be there because he's already experienced it.
Let me say this, man, and I just want to add a little bit more perspective. I love what you said, bro. And I'm seeing a lot of retooling. I would love for you guys to come up here for those that would rather the word retool versus rebuild. And I would just love to capture your perspective on that. But this is what I want to say. Coach Prime built Jackson State on an accelerated, fast track. We got to win right now so we can get the heck out of here. Let's be real. He recruited I'm talking about unbelievably, you know what I mean, to the next level. And we saw the recruiting that he brought in, right? He had a coach for every single position. And I can't answer, I don't have the answers to those questions right now as far as how that was broken down. And I want to make this point. We had a quarterback coach, we had an offensive coordinator, we had a wide receiver coach, tight end coach, offensive line coach, running back coach. Then we had a defensive coordinator that was just defensive coordinator. We had a linebackers coach. We had a defensive line coach. We had a safeties coach. We had a special teams coach. We had 4 analysts, and we had we had 4 analysts, 2 for offense, 2 for defense. We actually had an analyst and Trevor Riley, Coach Riley, that actually broke down a lot of the game prep, you know, game stuff, film, the film crew, a lot. We had a lot going on. My question is this, and this is something, and don't stone me for this. But this is just a challenge to those that. My question is, I was assuming that when Coach TC took over, that Coach TC would have everything that he needed from a staffing standpoint, the way he could have all those positions. You see what I'm saying? Field, and it could look exactly the same. So my thing was this right here. If we were paying a little bit more to have all of that on the sideline, we can't reduce what we would give in prime. We can't reduce what we give TC as opposed to what we give prime, because you saw the blueprint of what the success. You saw what having extra staff could do for you instead of having staffers that are in dual roles. And I don't know what that looks like. I'm not a part of the budget conversation. I don't know what the money. I don't know if Prime was taking it and he was paying them in a different way. If he was on some IOU stuff, look, I'm getting out of here. Let me just ride with me, and we're gonna be out of here in a year. I don't know, because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And it looked good at the time. The reason I'm bringing that up is because people say rebuild, retool. We even said it ain't a rebuild. This is a continuation. But when you start the first game, there was only 4 players on the roster on offense that actually started, like that played for Coach Prime. That's 4 out of 11. On defense, it was probably about the same, 4 out of 11. So you're talking about 8 out of 22 players. And then it wasn't, from when you go to the 2 deep, it wasn't a whole lot. So we didn't return a whole lot. So when you factor in the success that we had, that was success from a roster that was put together by this staff. They practiced and they developed themselves. They developed these players and got them prepared to play a game, and went out and showed what we showed against South Carolina State. South Carolina State gave us the illusion that everything was a continuation until our blemishes started to show. And when did our blemishes start to show, TJ? It started to show when some adversity struck, where we haven't really fully developed. And this is what we talk about when we say rebuild. Not only are you rebuilding, it is an absolute total rebuild. You know why? Because it wasn't a whole lot of things sustained from the previous regime that stayed in place. Not because he didn't want to keep it in place, but because some of that stuff wasn't built for sustainability. It was built for fast track, just like the way Colorado is being built right now. And it's a win now situation. He did a great job of it. And I'm really starting to think that many of us, because we aren't really aware of just how hard of a situation it was, that we're kind of taking for granted just what was done to get us to where we are. Because this is a tough situation. And it's not we're not saying it's tough now because we lost. I'm over that. My expectations have come all the way down, and I had to face the reality. You know what I'm saying? So if someone was trolling me, and I would be like, okay, you're right. We're not what we thought we were. You're right. And I would just move on. So all I'm saying is that when you really look at it, I can't wait to sit down and talk to Coach TC in like interview format to talk about his first year. And I hope he get raw and real. You know what I'm saying? Where he really can sit down and say, man, we dealt with this, we dealt with that, da 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 da. So,
I mean, that's a valid point.
Retool, come on up, man, and give us your perspective. Somebody, one person that's saying, oh, this is a retool. I would love to hear your thoughts. Go ahead, TJ.
Yeah, I was just saying that was a valid point, man. Because like if you think about even and I, not that I hate to use it for an example, but I use it for an example. With Alcorn, when Jay Hobson took over down there, his first year, I think they were like 4-7. And so, of course, you know, that was a rebuild because you had a new coaching staff, you know, new system coming in. And so, you know, to be able to do what we are doing, it's really, I mean, it's amazing to say the least. You know, I mean, like I said, a lot of people can question, you know, like I said, I've even questioned certain things, but when I look at where we are in comparison to what we could have been or what we used to be, then it's like, okay, I can kind of see where this is going. It's just going to take some time. And so that's kind of like my thought process on it. And even a quick point about John Huggins. Like I was really pleased and impressed with the way he played on Saturday, because I think when I first saw him against FAMU when he came back, he just kind of seemed like he was out of place in the defense, you know, like he was trying to find his niche.
Yeah.
And so like if you look at him now, and how he played. He just really played like free, and like he was just really in the groove of everything, you know, in the game Saturday. So I was impressed with it. And I told him, you know, that I was really proud and happy that he came back and that he, you know, he's been dedicated to playing for Coach TC.
Man, hey, real quick, I just wanted to say, Granny Ann, thank you for saying that. Good seeing you on Saturday too. She said, look, whether you want to say retool, reset, rebuild, it don't matter. We expected way too much too fast. Go ahead, TD.
Yeah, that was perfectly said, Granny Ann. And man, you know, I don't know how you always meet Granny Ann, man. I hadn't met her yet, man. That's
You ain't met her yet?
I said met Granny Ann. That's all right.
Oh, come on, man. Hey, next time when I see her at the next game, I'm gonna hold her and say, all right, you gotta go meet TD. We finna walk over to you.
Hey, you know, the first thing that tripped me out, Ken, when Retro came up, I looked at the name. You said, what's up, Retro? I'm like, man, they don't say Retro, man. I was like, okay. How you then when you came to him and he said that he started talking, I'm like, how can you know that? But that's another story.
Hey, Retro, tell him I do the same thing. He in it, them same memes I be sending you on IG, I be sending them to him too.
Right.
We be tripping out, bro, on my life.
Hey, so what I was gonna say, man, Retro, that was a great breakdown and analogy of the game on Saturday, man. So I see that you're a true fan. You know the game. You know you just don't be speaking on it. Also, when they were saying about Huggins playing linebacker and the Sky wanted to see him there, that's a great move. I know Coach Taylor also said in his coach's call that they discovered that Doyle also can play a little linebacker. You know, and I also like the fact that he said he's gonna continue to feed the running backs, hoping on Irv to come back to go along with Morgan because they don't want to run him all the time. Because Ken, you know, you and I have talked about it before. You say you're not real big on quarterbacks that just run all the time because it takes away from their arm throwing later on in the game.
If your accuracy is off before you start running, it's gonna be even worse when you do start running because you're gonna be tired. Keep going.
Exactly. And so let's not bypass Retro that one play that Jacobian had in. Man, that was a great run. I mean, that dude really came up and hit Jacobian. He never moved. And what was funny about that, I was standing right there on the sideline when he coming in, about 8 yards out, he started chunking the deuces. I'm like, man, that's what's up. You took a lick, you know, and you kept on ticking. So that shows heart there, man. And so I'm looking for that thing to get better, you know, to continue to grow with the running, especially with the running backs that we have. I think on the offensive line, Ken, we only maybe losing 1-2. I mean, probably about 3 offensive line. So seniors, what you think? What is it, Zoe? I know Evan Henry, who's been stout. Let me give a shout out to those guys too. They've been playing lights out the last couple games. You know, they starting to gel. So I know Evan Henry and Kurt Ford.
Yeah, Evan Henry went down. Then Kurt Ford came in.
We got to.
Let me correct you on something, TD.
What's that?
That safe thing hit Jacoby. Jacoby hit that safe. That's a big difference right there, baby.
Hey, pause. I want to get DJ in real quick.
Right, go for it.
Go ahead, DJ.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Doing well. Appreciate you coming up, brother.
Hey, first and foremost, fellas, let me give you your flowers, all the honor that needs to be bestowed upon you guys for doing this whole show, man. All the things that you all do with honor and integrity and everything, man. Y'all don't know. Y'all are a breath of fresh air.
Thank you.
In HBCU space, but especially the JSU space, man. I take my hat off to y'all. I really, really, really do appreciate this and all the education that you all have done as far as enlightening the fans on the importance of season tickets, how the scheduling works, you know, with games, all of that stuff. All that stuff matters. I think if you have a better informed fan base, yes, they will do better. So, man, I take my hat off to y'all for all that you all have done and continue to do. I appreciate that.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
And first and foremost, I said reset because
Okay.
I think with this, and I'm looking at please don't take this the wrong way. I don't mean to squat on anybody or any coach. I just put in the chat. I think Coach Prime and Coach Comedy, they built for speed because they wanted to win right now. They had to win fast. But TC, I know the same guys, the same men that helped make TC are the same men that helped made me. Coach Gordon, Big Daddy, Coach Carl Roberts, Judge, all those guys. So he's going back and he's going to build it the right way. So that's why I said if we get another 2 to 3 strong freshman class, you got to build culture. And that culture is going to build, and as those players get older and mature, they're going to teach the young players. See, what I'm seeing on the field, though, is not that I don't think any coach should be fired. What I'm seeing, from my opinion, is that a lot of these guys that transferred in, no disrespect to them, but they don't understand that as a JSU Tiger, once you step on that field, man, everybody's coming for you.
Yeah.
And I don't think they really quite, I heard TC tell them that in his interviews and on the clips that he had on the field when he was coaching. I don't think they quite understood that. So they walked in, they thought maybe they could just walk in and on the field and be JSU and win. But no, man, some of these, I think he has to build this culture from a youth movement. And as these guys grow and everything, then you won't have to count on the portal as much as when you build these you started as build a young team.
That's a great point, because if you look at the teams that are winning at a high clip right now, look at North Carolina Central. I mean,
right.
I say it all the time, and I don't mind saying that. Shout out to Josh, HBCU Nightly, and all of them. Build your team organically and for sustainability. South Carolina State has been doing that for quite some time. They're not the team that they've been of the past. Pew's going to take a step back, but build it organically. We do know that in this portal era, it could be you got to re-recruit your roster all the time. They cut down the windows. There's a one-time transfer rule with some hard exceptions. If you've already transferred, somebody asked a question about Zai. If he, I don't see Zai leaving, or at least trying to leave. I think Zai is confident enough in his skills and his talent that he could be the starter. They're going to continue to battle, even though Jacobian could be starting right now. Jacobian knows he can't slip up. You got to go out there and play, because Zai is right there, and he can go out there and lead us to some victories as well. So, but Zai did transfer from Louisiana, so that exceeds his one-time transfer. Now he can graduate and become a grad transfer, and that's what, to your point, that's one of the things we do try to do, is provide perspective, provide clarity on like rules, and give everybody an outlet and an opportunity to have dialogue in regards to those particular things. But I love what you said. I like that, Coach TC. That's a great point. Building it, he coming, chip off the old block, building it the right way. Even all the way down to how he do media. Some people wanted him to do the camera in the room. I even talked to Austin, and I said I was even willing to sit down and after the season and just kind of ask him, what is his vision for the next year? I see Austin jumps out and talks about creating some type of collaborative efforts with all of the content creators at all the SWAC schools today. But to my point is, you may see more content in year 2, because he wasn't focused on that. He was focused on getting his program established.
Right.
So you know how it is. It's like, bro, I ain't got time for that right now. I got to get this done right now. Yeah, I got somebody that's going to do it, but now that I don't have to do all the stuff that I had to do last year, I got a little extra time, and now I can sit down and listen to your cool idea of how we can kind of have like a hard knocks type environment around here and let some of the folks get to know the personalities of the players a little bit more. But when you're trying to just figure out where these guys gonna stay, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're trying to get your players in. You're trying to get uniforms ordered make sure you got what you need. because I know folks, it's a lot of uniforms that we ain't seen from last year. And it ain't because we wanted to go away from Prime. The truth is, a lot of those uniforms, a lot of them got cut up. A lot of jerseys got taken out. So you got to reorder stuff. Then you got players wearing dual numbers. It's just a whole lot, man. So if you don't know that, people be like, well, what happened to that uniform? Well, Prime gave them all them uniforms. They don't want to wear. No. That's not that. It's a lot that has happened. And when you walk in a room, remember this now, it was a whole big old party going on at 1400 J.R. Lynch. And all of a sudden, everybody went home, and then there was two. There was two people left over. So everything that you see in that building right now, start and stop with Coach T.C. Taylor and Coach Otis Ridley. Those were the two that was in the house. Now, I ain't talking about the A.D. Robinson and all the administrators. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about in the room. We got a new trainer. Now we did Dominique still in the house because she's our equipment, but was Dominique with Prime? I think she came back or something.
No, she was with Prime. She didn't leave. She was with Prime.
She's with Prime. Okay, so my point is, you only have a few people in the room, and now you got to re-recruit everybody, and then all of that's going on, and then you fast forward. Now you got to go play football. And again, I think the thing that got us was that first game. TC. Everybody's like, oh man, we going back to the Celebration Bowl, starting in Atlanta, in Atlanta. And then we went to Miami and got punched in the damn mouth. And we was like, oh boy, got our teeth knocked out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh man, this is different now. You know what I'm saying? So
I think the main thing there when people say rebuild or whatever word you want to use, I think the main thing is that it's subjective, right? I think whoever you talk to, you have to define and say what that is, what they represent. Because I think a lot of time when you say rebuild, it's almost like we're not really going to expect anything from the season. And hey, if we happen to get a few wins, then we're good.
That's true.
I don't really think that was the perception of the vast majority of us because of the talent in the room, and there was some type of continuum going into this particular season. Because to add to Sir Retro's point earlier, when you say a rebuild and what it looked like, well, watch this. It kind of speaks to why we shouldn't, a number of us shouldn't feel the way that we feel, because if a rebuild looks like Pine Bluff or Bethune-Cookman or any of these other first-year head coaches in the conference, then we should be hovering around 1 or 2 wins. Well, guess what? We're sitting in third place in the whole entire conference. And that's with all these other things, these other outliers that we have, within the structure of this team. Because again, we're sitting at 5 wins right now. We very well could be 6-2 right now. With all these things and all these
knows I wish we were 62 with Alabama State.
True, but I'm just saying, with all these outliers and all these things that's in place right now, again, Kendrick Wade, Valley head coach, never been a head coach before, 1 win. Pine Bluff coached at FBS programs, never been a head coach before, 1 win. Who else am I missing? Bethune-Cookman coach. He coached at several Power 5 programs, never been a head coach, 1 win. TC Taylor, Jackson State, and neither one of those guys had to go through what TC had to go through. 60 new players.
It's so unconventional too, though, Zoe.
Yes,
because those other coaches are all, with the exception of Dancy. You could almost say usually when you see a coaching change like that, it's due to like a firing.
But I'm saying, TC had these other outliers that make his coaching everything a one of a kind. Like what he had to deal with. You're following behind a lightning rod that had this tilting the college football world on its axis in Colorado right now. No coach had to go through what TC's going through, and yet his program is sitting at 5-3 right now. Easily could be 6-2. And honestly, to be honest, with a few other parameters, we're probably in that family game a little bit better as well. There's so many other outliers with that. But again, we're saying what you know, a number of us, you know, there's even word out there like, oh, he ain't it, man. Man, I wish I might think that he ain't it.
Who, TC?
Man, yes.
Really?
Man, yes. And I'm like, man, you crazy.
Man,
so,
no. TC is a perfect coach.
You ain't got to convince me. But we're sitting at 5-3 right now. And again,
Reggie, that's wrong. You actually can say that. I ain't mean to cut you out, bro. You can't.
No. I can't say that. I mean, I'll tell you what group of freshmen in the conference has put up better numbers than the freshmen we got?
I don't know. I ain't looked at everybody.
I mean, you know why? Because they know none have actually been noteworthy.
I can't confirm or deny. TD, you was gonna say something?
Yeah, I was. Actually, man, I kind of want to go back to Mr. Lewis brought up a good point in this, along with what we've been saying all along. Someone asked a question about Zai, transferring and stuff like that, and it brought him to this point to where you was talking about even the transfer part with the freshmen coming in. A lot of times, in Jacoby being the quarterback, all that kind of hit in my mind. There are also going to be other quarterbacks recruited. Mm-hmm. Every job is going to be up for grabs. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of high school players have failed to realize. They were superstars at their particular school in their particular position. If they got hurt, they got in trouble, regardless of what, they still was thrown right back in their position. You know what I'm saying? Not used to the competition and stuff that coming in. So there's always going to be competition. Even in that being said, let's say, hypothetically speaking, when people question the height of Zai, a lot of players have gone to the next level because they was able to be put in a position. Enter walk James Houston. Zai is a strong runner. He also can pass. Maybe a slot position or flank position or something like that. You can, and with the talent that he has. So there's always places that you can put talent. If it doesn't work out in one particular place, that's if you have the heart, and that's if you really want to play, and that's if you really want to support your team. So that's that's all I have for that.
Am I one more?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Retro.
Okay, now I apologize, brother. I'm gonna let you go. But Ken, I want to go back to what you was talking about in terms of the staff that was a part of the last admin, right? This is why it's so important for people to sign up not to buy for the campaign, for the campaign. You see, because if you want TC to actually be able to, if he choose to, right, just at the very least, give him the option to be able to go build that type of staff like that. What you talking about, kid? But then you're gonna have to. It's $40, man. Now, granted, I can't speak to everybody's pocket, man. But we can't get on here and go on all other different sites and platforms and stuff like that and talk about, oh, we need the support. We don't support. But then you have an AD right here who simplified it enough where the only thing that you have to give up is $40. That's $10 a week. $10 to help go towards what you feel needs to happen at this university. Because I'm a strong believer of no society can rise no higher than the state of its educational system. You see?
That's right.
And the marquee educational system in the state of Mississippi, specifically, is Jackson State. And so people have to, and you say this all the time, Ken, and you, as well as you, Zoe, as well as you, TD. Man, you have to actually be intentional about what you're doing, and really set that thing aside, because this not just setting up for the now, this is actually setting up for the future as well.
I think
That contribution is not just go ahead, Ken.
No, I only jumped in because I thought you had stopped. So don't y'all comfort me and say I cut him off. He paused. Jumped in that thing.
I digress. I digress.
No. I just want to say one thing that I would suggest from the university front. Shout out to our brother. Do a fantastic job by AD. Give an update on the account because I think that's going to provide some perspective for the alums that are supporting.
Yes, sir.
And if we're supporting like trash, we need to know that. If only 478 people signed up, we need to know 478. And he asked for 25,000. He said 50,000, but 25,000 for $40 a month gets you about 24 million. I think that's correct. I think it'll get you 12, something to that effect. 40,000 get you 24 million. I think you get 12 million in 12 months. That's what he said. That's going to be about 25,000 that's needed. And like I said, you could pay the 480 a year. We play it on every video, but perspective matters. You have to let people know where they are. If you're on a diet, if you're on a diet or you're in some type of exercise regimen, you have to have intervals where you get the amount where hey man, I've been doing this for 3 months and I lost 7 pounds. You see what I'm saying? You got to know that. And then you may say, damn, I had a goal of 15 pounds. I only lost 7. I need to cut back on sugar. I need to drink more water. I need to ramp up you have to know where you're at. Because right now, like we got the little slight little initiative. We always show our work because if we don't show it, we ain't going to get there. Like, for example, we got to swipe the card for $3,000 come Thursday on them toiletries for those that don't know. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get more toiletries to the football team, and then we're going to go take some toiletries to Coach Mo and Coach Tamika Reed because we don't want to just keep doing things for football, and then we know they finna go on the road for forever for the rest of the year before they going to Puerto Rico, Cali, they all over the place. And if we're going to get some toiletries, and we know the football team got one more road game after this game. This is the last road game. UAPB this weekend. After that, we home and home. So we want to show that we want to continue that. But great point, Retro.
And
go ahead.
Let me jump in there to add on what you were saying about being transparent. And that's one of the reasons Sir Retro, there's a lot of people out there who's watching who say something to me like, hey, we love the fact that you guys are transparent and we feel comfortable with doing what we're doing because we trust you guys and you guys show where everything goes. So that's to go to the point that Ken just said. So it's always good to be transparent and let people know, sometimes, what's going on and what their dollars are headed toward and what the progression, and maybe people will even do more. So
that's a good question, Reggie. No, it's not. That's a lot. 25K is a lot. See, this is what I'm talking about. And then I'm not trying to, she put the comment up there, the alumni chapter, and you don't even have to say which alumni chapter it is. There's a disconnect. Yes, it is. There's a disconnect. The alumni chapters are not engaged with this initiative. She said she asked her chapter, they ain't know what we're talking about. If you don't know what the JSU by 40, every home game you've gone to, everybody had on a shirt. They had a red one. Again, the WC Gordon Class, they had JSU by 40. And then the past home game, they had a blue T-shirt on, said JSU by 40. I don't know of many other way. We play it on every single video. And I think what happens is if you keep showing it, like, for example, every show we have the donate ticker at the bottom. People they can't see it no more. They get blind to it. It's white noise. You get numb to it. So again, but this is why I say the messaging got to be consistent. If you're going to run an initiative, you got to come back and let people know where you at. And if we ain't got but 17 people, we need to let the folk know. Look, I asked for 25,000. We got 500 people that done signed up.
You think she was referring to our initiatives?
No, I'm talking about the JSU by 40.
The lady.
Oh, she's talking about the JSU by 40.
Oh, she is? Okay.
Yeah. And then this is the next comment. I want to see. Yeah. So again, this is an admonishment because we've done some initiatives and Use it if you choose to, whatever. We ain't stepping on no toes and nothing like that. But let folks know. If we ask at donating as alumni, hey man, hey, let us know. We suck. And I'm not saying we do. I'm saying if that's from the perspective of what the expectation is, if we're not where we need to be, let us know. Come on with some messages.
Oh man, you do a great job. It was an excellent job. I can't because I mean, even the things that I've been a part of just before, being a part of taking part in some of the initiatives that you all have started, like the 50K and all of that was a part. I was able to take part of that, and just the things that like some of my other groups were doing before. You're doing a hell of a job. So
I'm sorry, I read a comment, bro. She said that. Boy, R. Bailey, that's true. If JSU was donating $40 a fan, they all will know. Everybody be getting in. Everybody be a damn JSU fan. You right. You right.
But like I said, man, I really, really, really appreciate y'all guys and the things that you do, and especially the transparency and the honor and integrity in which you do it, and how y'all always state, man, you stand beside the university and not in front of it, not looking to make no splashy headlines, but come with real concrete, solid stuff, man. I don't guess y'all consider yourselves journalists, but that's pure journalism right there, brother.
Thank you. Hey, but you know what though? I gotta say this, and this is something I hadn't even told Zoe or TD this, or KT Dub, because KT Dub is the man behind it. When we say KT Dub, if he with us, we gonna introduce y'all. Y'all know when we say KT Dub, we was doing that Saturday. This him, it's Kevin. He. But check this out. Jashale, shout out to Jashale. She texted me, TD, Zoe. Said the players, matter of fact, I'm gonna read it, man. Let me do this. Let me read it. Because I want to make sure I get that right. I want y'all to hear what she said. She just said, man, hope all is well. She said they were very thankful for the toiletries. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. No grand announcement, no nothing. I just need for her to say that. We was like, I'm just saying, like, it was because we don't give them to the player. We give nothing to players. Everything goes to the athletic department. You know what I'm saying? And they could take that and disseminate it however they need to do it, if they whatever. And again, it doesn't matter what is being done. There are a lot of things being done in the macro. They're doing a phenomenal job. But what people will hear is, man, you guys are doing this. So it's some way people hear that others aren't doing. No, we're just zealous. We're overzealous about being helpful because we understand the image of what HBCUs are. We understand the missions that Jack State have. And for crying out loud, man, we have a platform where people come and watch us, and we want to show our energy and effort toward. Because keep in mind, this actually came out of the doubts of folks don't give back to HBCUs. You see what I'm saying? And we was like, oh yeah, we're gonna show you. We're gonna show you. We're gonna get down and dirty with it. You know what I'm saying? And we've been able to do that. Thankful to the supporters of this platform. My goodness, we asked for a lot, but I'm telling y'all, folks didn't even realize we have so many people that have come to us and said, man, I've given more to the initiatives you guys have done than I've given probably my whole life. And everything that we've done, they've seen it. We don't keep not listen to this, not now. I don't even know how to spell it. Not now dollar of folks' hard-earned money. What we say it's for is what it goes for. And we give it. Go ahead, brother.
You know, a good thing about that as well, in us doing this, everyone is not in position to write $1,000 check. I'm saying everybody don't own a business or, I have tax write-off that they need to do where they donate stuff. And so it makes them feel like, sometimes in that case, you might feel left out because you don't have that type of money to donate. But then you deal with us, all we ask for $5, $10, $15 that can equal to a whole bunch, you know what I'm saying? And then you contributing. And then when people come up, well, what are you doing? Are you giving back to your school or HBCU graduates or fans do not donate? You know what? What the Bible say that the person that put that 5 cents in there gave just as much as that person that put that $100 in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's a collective and initiative, which and we boots on the ground. So that's one of the difference in what we do. You know, we're doing it on the ground. And again, we appreciate the kind word from you, DJ. We appreciate that, man. And thanks for noticing. And please continue to support. I mean,
Will do, brother. I'm there.
All right, thank you. I'm donating to this initiative so we can have the money for the toiletries.
Well, we didn't put the order in, so regardless of whether we collect it or not, we're gonna have to make the tab. So if this is what folk don't realize, that if we fall short of something, which we don't fall short too often, we make up the difference. So as of right now, we're moving slow. So if you want to donate to that initiative, like I said, we're trying to. At this point, we got 1,800 left to collect. Yep, I'm looking at it. We got 1,800 left to collect.
I'm gonna say this, and then my bad, Ken.
Actually, it's less than that. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, it is. That's correct. I hit the number right on the head. Go ahead, TJ. You got it, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get out of here, man. Just kind of just listen back in. But to you guys' point, I think for a long time, HBCU fans have just been so used to like just the pageantry of the schools and the bands and like winning. But like the landscape of college football is different now. Like you can't just win, anymore. And like you have to, be able to, financially support those institutions to help, enhance your facilities and, to do more things to, try to secure, increase revenue dollars or whatever. And so like to have this platform, because you have a lot of people that's kind of just stuck in their ways. And so they don't want to like, do more, or they haven't really even thought about it from those perspectives. And so to have this platform and then to, just be able to see the fruits of, the donations and the things that, people are willing to do when it comes to that. Like, I mean, it's a catalyst, of course, we're spearheading it from just the JSU brand, but like other HBCUs should honestly look at this platform and say, hey, like we need to do what those guys or what Jackson State is over there doing, because once everybody gets on board, it's just going to make the HBCU brand look that much more special.
Absolutely, bro. If we don't do it, who will? Who's gonna do it if we don't do it? Seriously. Can we count on our local government? We got schools out here with lawsuits pending for states that have, I mean, unbelievably underfunded them for years. All these land grant institutions that these states owe money. I mean, we could spend all day talking about what we haven't got or what we don't have, right? What happens is with budgets and stuff like that, you do everything you can to make sure things are. That's why scheduling matters. Trying to, AD does. He gets creative with the scheduling. I know sometimes we don't like it, but when you look at games like Texas Southern and Bethune-Cookman on the schedule, they look real empty in that big old stadium. You know what I mean? So he may have to make decisions sometimes that may not be necessarily the popular ones. But again, that's how we get to where we are. But when you use what you have to take care of the big stuff, what kind of falls through the cracks. And I'll say it this way, because Zoe and I have been in several conversations over the last decade with just recruits, just in general. Not that we was doing any recruiting, just I guess you can call it nosy, you know what I'm saying, or just intrigued, intrigued by the details, asking the right questions, having a podcast with Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club, being a part of that with D. Corey C. and the whole crew. And asking questions like, what is the difference? Like, why, what made the separation? And the thing that was the most common thing when talking to recruits that went to some of these other programs, they talked about having the little extra stuff. It was like, man, they didn't really have to worry about, getting extra food. They had a great training room, you know what I'm saying? Training table. Unlimited gear. They had like a lot of gear that they can get, this little stuff that was always that extra. I got you, bro. Man, you should have went to sleep an hour ago, bro. But I appreciate you for thugging it out, man. Go get your rest, bro. I thought you'd have been gone literally 30 minutes ago. I know how hard you work, bro. So trust me, it ain't I ain't mad at you. Get you some sleep, man.
You can rest, bro. We got you.
Happy Founders Day,
though.
All right, man. See y'all later.
But no, man, that's the thing that has always been kind of that man, we get this. So we can't have folks like us that's trying to get creative, think outside the box, have collaborative community group economically, challenged initiatives, and then frown on them because it looks like, well, you're doing this publicly. It makes us look like, well, hell, everybody know what we ain't got everything we need. We HBCUs, we underfunded. But instead of us sitting back just complaining and getting hit in the teeth, publicly, we go out and we did it, and we've done a lot. Trust me, at the end of the year, we're gonna do a show where it's gonna be we're gonna do an end of the year recap show. Don't give a damn who don't like it. I'm just trying to tell you now. We're gonna highlight everything that we've done, and I want people to see. We've literally tackled over $150,000 in creative funding this year alone through this platform. Somebody got to pay the taxes on it. So I need a CPA around this month. You know what I'm saying? Which we're going to have all that covered. But folks got to understand, this ain't just a YouTube channel, brother. We went and created a business out of this thing, man. LLC, we got a foundation, we got business accounts. We got all that stuff in place now. You know what I'm saying? TD will tell you, we travel, business credit card, everything goes on that. All expenses covered. We make sure when we move around, we move as a unit. We got what we need. And we come back and do what we need to do. That's why we grind Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We ask for channel membership. We ask for donations. And we go keep this thing going because the story and the narrative is necessary. Because we don't know what's coming down the road. You know what I'm saying?
And D. Dre and Sir Retro and TJ, the appreciation that is received by the athletes, the students, it melts your heart. And if y'all want to see some of that, go back to what we did. We went to Texas to pre-review for the SWAC track championship, and look at that video where we donated that money to the track team and Coach Thorne. And look at those kids' reaction. Those kids were they were dirt tired. They had been running for the last couple of days. They had been running all that day, and they was ready to go. And we called them down to, for Ken to donate that check, man, and they got energized again. So yeah, just from their perspective alone, man, makes it worth it. You know what I'm saying? Made me, want to even do more. So we're not just saying it, it's documented. Go to KC-1400 Media. You don't click on video, stroll through there and watch those videos.
We'll do. There? Hey guys, I appreciate the time. Appreciate y'all letting me come up. Hey, long time listener. This is my first time on, man. I really, really appreciate y'all.
Like that, man. We love it. We love getting new people up, man. Thank you for coming up. We appreciate it, man.
Not a problem. I'll jump back in the chat, man. I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, Mr. Lewis. You have a good evening.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out here, two fellas, man. I'm gonna just jump back and just kind of listen, man. Y'all have a good night.
Hey, you too, brother. Peace
all right,
out.
PJ, appreciate you as always, brother.
Now, this is a good question. This is a good point. You're right. We do want our own water system. We got a ways to go. Now, we did get some money. Shout out to Benny Thompson for kind of helping direct some money to the state. We had that $600 million. We need to figure out what's the update on that. You know what I'm saying? Have we gotten started? Yeah, we show a whole lot in the platinum chat. Shout out to all the platinum members out there. If you're a platinum member and you're not a part of the chat, shoot me an email. Shoot me an email, KC-1400mediagroup@gmail. I'll send you the link to the chat. We got a private chat. We have a lot more in-depth conversations, a lot more things we do discuss that are not air friendly. And nothing esoteric like that, but it's, we keep everything in-house and we've actually done a really good job. Shout out to everybody who's been a part of this thing that have really kind of kept things under wraps. And some things you can't really say everything online, and you don't even need to. Don't want to insinuate that we're in that
Do I
bad
need
mouth.
to resend an email, Ken? Like I said, my old phone
Yeah.
smashed. I can't access none of my stuff.
Well, you still in there though. That don't mean you're not in there. You just mean that when you get your new phone, you just need to upload the app and then just go on. And if I need to resend it to you, I will. No problem. Yeah, no problem at all. So for those that didn't know, like I said, we'll collect what we can today. And this I think this is gonna be it for football. We're not collecting anything else this year for football as of right now that I could think of. in regards to like initiatives. But what we will do is segue into, that's why I wanted to make this more so about men's and women's basketball as well, and kind of segue into that, because then there'll be some travel when it comes to that. You know what I mean? We're going to try to make some basketball games. Who all going to Puerto Rico, by the way, to see the women's basketball team? Put in the chat if you're going to Puerto Rico. Put PR in that thing.
When they go down there, bro?
They go around in the week of Thanksgiving, man. I'm planning on flying out right out there, eat some turkey on that day, Thursday. I'm heading over there. I'm gonna go to Thursday. I want to say Thursday to Sunday.
Hey, you don't need a passport to go down there and do it.
You do not need a passport to go to Puerto Rico. It is considered the U.S. It's part of the United States. That is true. That is true, my friend. Yes, sir. But once again, I'm gonna throw this up there again. I ain't keep trying to tell you, get that hoodie, man. Go to KC-1400media.com, grab the hoodie. Just got to order in. I don't know. I think we only had like 2 smalls left. I hadn't looked at the inventory lately, but I'll let everybody know. But go ahead and grab that, put that order in this week. Try to get your order in this week so we can get it mailed out to you next week and you have it before the game. And I will not have any of these. I don't carry merch. I ain't gonna be carrying no more merch around. So don't hit me up at the day of the game. Be like, bro, you got any new hoodies on you? You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's do a shirt for women's basketball. Send me some, dog. Send me some looks, man. Send me some looks. There you go. There you go. This is who merch gonna be shipping them out to y'all, man. So make sure y'all go ahead and Alan said he going out there. They're tall this play when we're doing able to cover, should cover Nash. Honestly, bro, what's up, Al B? We're gonna get there one day, bro. We're gonna get there. Somebody gonna really rock with us and gonna really put some real serious money behind what we do. I believe that. I really do. I'm foolish enough to believe it, and what it'll allow us to do is to do it full time. A lot of those guys that do podcasts, you know, your Joe Buttons and a lot of these athletes, they already got money. You know what I'm saying? So they have the money to invest in it, and they have the relationships to kind of jump out and go about it. The girls playing in Austin for Chris. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are, man. I'll definitely be home for that. Yeah, they be playing over in the UT. Yes, sir. They got a lot. The men are gonna be in Cali for three games. All right. Peace out, R. Bailey. They'll be in Cali for 3 games. They got San Diego University, TD, followed by Cal Baptist. So you got San Diego, then you got Riverside, Cali, and then you got LA that play Loyola Marymount. I plan on going to all 3 of those games. If anybody gonna, if y'all want to come out, let me know. We'll make it a Cali weekend, man. We go do something for the team. Not sure, but I do want to get with Coach Mo, Coach Trey, Coach Tyler, and just see what their plans are. They might go to the San Diego Zoo, man. That's one of the dopest zoos, man, in the world. I think it's like the 2nd largest zoo in the world. So ain't no telling what they'll do. I don't know. We will have some conversations. Yeah, the JSU men are playing Memphis, man. They playing Coach Penny Hardaway and the Memphis Tigers, man. So if you're in the Memphis area, send them to Knott's Berry Farm. Yeah, they can go to Knott's Berry. It's gonna be kind of cold though, bro. I don't know. And we'll see.
Well, Coach Reed always doing something special for those young ladies, man. They're always doing something nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. So y'all get ready to support, man. Whatever we got going on, we're looking to do it. We're gonna rev it up. So yeah, man. If you wanna, like I said, if you wanna donate, you see the little ticker at the bottom. You got the Cash App, Ken Clark 1400, PayPal.me/Ken Clark 1400, and then you got KC-1400 Media Group at Gmail. And he said they used to say is the best zoo in the country. It very well could be, man. I've been there before, and trust me when I tell you, it's pretty awesome. They added a men's home game versus November 1st versus Rhodes. Oh wow, okay. So coming up in just a couple of weeks, man, you got the first home game. I know the women are going to be playing. What is it, Lemoyne? Something to that effect. They got it. So we'll get a home game. Y'all go make sure y'all go check out the men and women's basketball team, man. We got the best women's basketball program in the country, in my opinion. Got to show that support.
Mm-hmm.
Got to make sure we support the men and women, man. But nevertheless,
and the men is building for sure.
They are. We lost Deshaun Ruffin to injury this year, and it sucks. He'll be back. He'll be back better than ever. Hopefully, we at least hope. But anyway, what was I going to say? Past Mississippi Valley. So what I'm gonna do, TD. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna scout out Arkansas Pine Bluff, man. I'm gonna watch the Alcorn game because I think that Alcorn game is gonna be a really good one there. Official sports call. What you got, man? Miss Renata. Official sports call. You up next? What you got? All right. One score.
I had a chance to check out some.
One thing I seen. Go ahead, TD.
Yeah, I was just about to say I hadn't watched a whole lot of it,
Go ahead,
but the little that I watched on UAPB, they got a top quarterback. I mean, he quick to run though, you know, and they defense they run a lot of time like a 3-5. I don't know what, you know, they 3 down linemen, but man, they will hit you. They will lay the wood now.
Well, I saw the Valley game. So I want to see. The reason I want to watch the Pine Bluff Alcorn game is because I want to see who they started at quarterback, because they played 3 quarterbacks in that game against Valley. They lost 42-17. So I kind of want to see. They were going with one kid. I want to see if they stayed with him and how he looked, or did they make a sub. I haven't looked at the stats or anything. I'm just going to go check it out and start watching it. Actually, I'm going to start watching it tonight before I go to bed. And then I'm going to try to take a look at it. Because I really want to get into the breakdown of that game. And I have some specifics when it comes to, you know, some matchups and some opportunities. They run a 3-5.
Yeah.
It was number 17. He played the vast majority of the game, but the quarterback he was number 17.
17, the light skinned kid.
Now with the light skinned guy. Now specifically with their defense, you can run on them. Now maybe they schemed it like that because so far up until that point, Alcorn wasn't running the ball well. It's kind of weird because Alcorn typically runs the ball well, but
Jarvion
Howard, he got off.
Yeah, he got off
that game.
Okay.
We don't need him to wake up now. You stay asleep.
That's because they was playing Alcorn for the pass because Aaron Allen been passing the ball pretty good, so it opened it up for him to get on up the field. You see, but you know that was just scheming. I'm gonna have to watch a couple more games to see what their true defense is, because the scheme that they came with was not a good scheme, and Alcorn really just took advantage of it. Really.
Yeah. As you should when you got a team that's got a bad scheme. But let me look at. I'm actually looking for the stats now, and they had a really good game stat wise. Alcorn did. I mean, Aaron Allen has been balling for Alcorn. Yeah. He's been passing well too, so can't take that from him. I think it's gonna be we're gonna have a heck of a game. Alcorn is doing the exact opposite. We're going to UAPB this week. They're going to Valley, going to them. So they had Valley. It was a flip. So you look at UAPB last week, 31-7 box score. So their quarterback was, he was 19 for 37, 1 touchdown, 221. So he had some success throwing the ball, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 17. Yeah, he had some success throwing the ball. somewhat. You know, he was right at just a tad bit over 50%. They only rushed for 45 yards, so they didn't really do well. Alcorn completely shut their run down. No touchdowns. They didn't even get the longest run they gave up was 12 yards, man. 24 rushes for 45 yards. But their receivers had some pretty good. And maybe that comes from having to play from behind. They got down. Well, halftime is 21-7. So, but Alcorn wound up scoring 10 points in the second half. Aaron Allen, 14 for 26, 219, 2 touchdowns. Jarvion Howard, 14 carries, 155. That's his best game of the season because his stats have been terrible all year. Surprisingly, too, you know.
So, like I said, don't wake up now.
Hey, man, we're going to have to go play. Listen. Somebody said Alcorn is putting teams in some uncomfortable. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, he finally had best game he's had.
But see, PB, from what I've seen from their running game, they don't attack the edge like that. They trying to pound it down the middle, and it's just not happening for them.
Yeah. We expect Irv back, man. From the optimism. I don't think his injury was season ending, so we expect him back. Can't say when he'll be back. I just say he will be. If I had to guess, man, maybe if he's not back for Texas Southern, I think he'll be back Texas Southern, in my opinion. I don't know. This is just a wild guess. No intel or nothing like that. I just think
yeah, Coach Taylor said it was a slow process, so it basically kind of like a day-to-day, a wait-and-see type deal.
Worst case scenario, he come back for Alcorn because we had that extra bye week. You know, he finished that last game. That Alcorn game gonna be crazy, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm trying to tell everybody that thing gonna be crazy.
I'm trying to get home, bro. I'm trying to get home. Yeah.
Thanks. Retro, you got 3 weeks to get that, man, to get your route scheduled while you home, bro.
Man, I'm up here in Chicago now. They sending me over to I gotta pick up shit. I'm going over to Delaware, man. But yeah, I let them phone know.
All right.
Yeah, man.
I'm not can you get an update on JD? I thought you was kind of
JD Martin.
Yeah, someone asked about JD.
JD won't be. I don't see JD returning. It doesn't even make sense for him to return. He probably gonna medical red shirt because he hadn't played since the first game of the season. Let me see. We got a Fisher Sports call. Yo,
how y'all doing?
Hey, how's it going?
All right. Yeah, it had dropped, but I want to first off start off by thanking y'all for what y'all do for the school. That's for Ken, TD, Zoe. But my thing is this. I'm a casual fan. I started off as a casual fan of JSU when Coach Prime came as just a person who was just in the Coach Prime growing up. And
yep.
I fell in love with like just everything about the school, from the people to everything. But I speak about this in a way of sometimes you got to do things that you may not be comfortable with, but sometimes being uncomfortable can make the whole situation comfortable. And what I'm speaking about is when I speak about content, how y'all have this going on with y'all content. It's opening the eyes to a lot of people who don't know about JSU, who getting to know about JSU because I share y'all on my Facebook pages and everything. But this year I seen as TC's story, okay? And this being TC's story, I believe that it would have been beneficial for him. And I know he can't do it like Deion Jr. was doing it. I know he's not into the media thing like that. But even like a 10-minute video twice a week, just showing the background of what's going on would have those casual fans continuing to come in. Because once you got some people who just watch YouTube, they just go to YouTube for everything. And they might not watch a whole football game, a whole basketball game. They go to YouTube for everything. So when when Deion Jr. started what he started, he brought in so many different eyes. And I agree with a lot of videos I seen when y'all was talking about JSU should have benefited from that also. They really should have. But that's in the past now. But they have their own page. And I understand the dude, I think it's ASVP Visuals, he do drop little videos and stuff like that. But that behind the scenes type stuff, it brings in more eyes. It might catch the eyes of, you never know, a multimillionaire, because in this day and age we live in, it's a media frenzy. You got 16-year-old millionaires these days. And this type of money is all over the world right now. And I think that JSU and I don't know how the situation is, like who you could talk to or whatever, but I think you should get in their ear and let them know sometimes being uncomfortable could make the situation comfortable. Just tell them, even if it's, like I said, a 5-10 minute video every week just showing behind the scenes that just go bring in more eyes to the school. And really, I believe that really would help in progressing what Prime started, but y'all doing it with y'all own twist. You understand?
No, I fully I would have had a different answer later, like earlier than this right here. But I agree 100% now. And here's why. Business is business, but I totally get it. And I know coach ain't really, that ain't really his stilo, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm okay with that. But I was talking to Austin about that, and shout out to him. I even suggested how he have all the content that they be making, what they do. I even suggested, he has his own page. I was like, say, bro, when you in your office, getting ready to whip up some stuff, hey, bro, hey man, I would throw that camera on, and I would start talking to that camera saying, look, man, I got 10 hours of give them some behind the scenes when it comes to that, because remember the behind the scenes was from it was from non-school related platforms. It was like the Well Off, it was the pregame show. We would have done it, but you got Rob J does a recap video. That's not the same thing as what he's talking. I know exactly what my brother's talking about, and that camera is more. That's why I was saying when you're dealt the hand that he was dealt, he had so many things that he was trying to establish. So some people sound like an excuse. No, it's just reality, though. And when someone isn't really, we had that conversation, and I think the response that he had was like, look, man, he's just trying to get his team established and get these guys grounded and get them focused. And I think that was the thing, he would get established. Now, I think from that, for someone who isn't like a social media marketing type guy like Prime, I've been following him just like you have. I've been watching all his shows. I watched everything that Prime put out.
Prime, right.
And I thought he did a masterful job advertising it the way that he did it. You know what I mean?
He did.
Man. But I'll say this: I don't fault him for taking a different route. My admonishment is simply this: there is some things that can be, and I know for a fact that there were some things that were supposed to take place, and it never really got off the ground. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it was still kind of like this is your first time staff. You're trying to get these guys in the room. You're just trying to be a life in coaching chemistry, let alone trying to do it in front of a camera and all that type of stuff. Get a little goofy at times. So I think that there's a better probability of seeing something like that in year 2 than year 1, in my honest opinion, because I do feel like I feel you, and I think he wants to do some of that stuff. Because TC is a funny guy, man. He's way more, you know what I'm saying? He has a phenomenal personality, and I think people.
And I think the world should see that. The world should see that side of TC.
I agree.
You know, because it go back to I think that was the last video the last live y'all did when you were speaking about how somebody had made the comment and said that TC not assertive enough, he's not aggressive. You said no, you must not have seen TC on the sideline. You said that sometimes you leave away from him when he get like that. Well, that's why I say if certain people get to see that side of him, and they'll be able to say, "Oh, this," like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that I know you can't show everything. That's how Prime controlled his own narrative. Prime could have been a whole excuse my language, asshole behind the scenes, but he's not gonna show that side of him. It's just that you need to, people like just like I said, it's just a media frenzy world, and people just get captivated by certain people, and also just like a player like Mulligan, and I know a lot of people in the chat might know what I'm speaking about. Like when Prime was there, we knew every player on it who started, even backups. Some of the backups we knew, and we knew their storyline. It's like you said, like a TV show, and people know their storylines. But that gets like the casual fans get invested into a player like Mulligan. The whole world should know who he is. He's a talented running back. He looked like Marshawn Lynch, a college version of Marshawn Lynch to me. And the whole world should be able to see that. And a player like him, he deserves big NIL deals. And I know y'all do a lot like financially for the school, but they got other people out here who willing to help. But I just say JSU, and like I know it's like you said, next year hopefully they get into that media space, because I know they even got students at the school who wouldn't mind coming on for a few hours and record stuff when ASVP can't be there. But I just believe that's a.
No, I'm with you, and you're not alone. There's a lot of people that like to. I know Rochelle put reality TV. I'm speaking about a happy medium, because you're not gonna. One thing we gotta all know, we're never gonna get back what we had because of that. It's not gonna be like that. It'll be in a version of something that he's come. And I'm only saying that because I do know just
right.
from conversations, there were some things that was gonna be in place that would have been more engaging, but again. Duty calls, and it's like scratch that. Let's just get focused on whatever. And I think the reasons behind that was what it was. I agree. I mean, the thing that has changed since now is that we do have a channel. Keep in mind, these conversations were being had, and we didn't even have a YouTube channel at the time. It was being created. Now that it has been created, and now that it is. There is content coming out, then you expand. I think what everybody kind of wanted was we didn't want that gap. We wanted it to keep going. And I was saying from an infrastructure standpoint, you have to give the school time to build it, and then you have to give the coach time to figure out what he want to do, and then expand on his vision and his version of that. But I would say, just like we had to kind of scale back our expectations, I think the world and even the casual fans is going to have to scale back their expectations too, and say this was something that worked for Prime. We would like to see something in that regard to Coach TC, but it's going to be a TC Taylor version of whatever it is. It ain't going to be a Deion Sanders camera everywhere, because there's nothing wrong with that, because that's who he is. He's famous, bro. He's interesting. The dude is one of one. He's a lightning rod. People want to see it. But to your point, you're right. You're not wrong. And I think you will see more. Not this season. that ship doesn't sail. But I think in the off season, when you reevaluate it, that's when the media director, who is Austin Robinson, can go in and say, all right, let's talk about what worked, what didn't work. Let's talk about the vision for next year. I even suggested to Austin, I was like, hey, bro, document your work. Hey, when you get ready to go in there, hey, if you want to, I even suggested, I said, hey, man, them band, but TD put that band, hey, listen, them band clips is cool stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was saying the band has a lot of media guys that's over there. Maybe you can kind of cross resource. Hey, you go over, maybe send somebody to help, send somebody, whatever. My point is collaboration, and you get more done, and then you can kind of see some of that stuff. But I think it can't be the way it was, because it has to be more controlled, because a lot of that content wasn't controlled because it wasn't owned by the school. Everything that you see going forward in that capacity is going to have to go through that school page. So it's going to be a lot more controlled than what it was. Not that it wouldn't be, you know what I mean? So just stand by. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for sticking around. I'm sensitive to it. I get it. Trust me, because TD talked about it a while ago where he felt like our light was being dimmed. You know what I'm saying? And then you mess around and not win at the clip that you need to win at. Now people ain't looking no more. Next thing you know, it's cold as a brick. And it's hard to get that fire burning again once the light go out.
Right.
At that point, people just kind of stale on it. But I do feel like man, if we come out with something different for the season 2, and you roll out a Coach TC Taylor, just a evening with Coach TC, just kind of casually talking, man, people would eat that up like filet mignon. You know what I'm saying? They love that because then they get to see some person.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that looks like. And I'm gonna shut up because Rochelle
Hey,
just jumped up here, and I'll let TD you go.
Yeah, let me say something to him about it.
Okay.
Hey man, we appreciate the kind words, man, and your passion and sticking around with us. Like Ken just alluded to, that's something that we talked about a few weeks ago, and that we would like to have seen, but that's not the case. So we accepted and enroll with it. But like Ken said, it may be something that comes along, later. And he also mentioned that Coach Taylor, he's very funny, and that, he's really a great guy. You know what I'm saying? He's serious, but he also can be funny. He like to crack jokes and stuff like that. But he and Ken to tell you, I'm kind of like that too. I'm on the screen, but when I leave here, I do no social media or anything like that. I'm kind of, I get
he
to
just came out of shell, bro. He's a lot more assertive now.
So I understand, Coach Taylor thoughts, and I also understand where you coming from because we all ate off what was done last year and year before, but that's not the case right now. I think with the rebuilding and everything that we got going on, man, and a lot of other different plans that they have for the campus and what's going on, that tend to be the focus right now. So like Ken said, hopefully maybe next year, to come out, because we have a great director of media in Austin, ASPP Visual. So, I'm pretty sure you got some stuff, back in the film room, in the vault. That may drop at some point. So just continue to support, you know what I'm saying? And we appreciate you, man. And just know at some point, something may drop. So thank you. We appreciate you.
All right. Thank y'all.
Appreciate you, brother.
Mr. Sports, official sports call. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name, sir? Did he leave? Oh, he left. I was sure finna ask him a question.
You might come back up.
Okay, well, if you come back up, I'll wait for him. But I just want to say, I was on a family reunion Zoom call that took forever. So I wanted to actually say thank you to everyone that came into the show last night, and it's gonna be uncomfortable conversations with me. I can tell you, I have received some text messages. I have received some emails in the back. The ladies who were on, it was people that have called them and thanked them for sharing that they didn't know their story. We removed a lot of shame last night concerning domestic violence. But also the biggest hush is domestic violence against men.
There you go, Rochelle.
And that's a situation that, I'll get to them in a minute, we need to talk about. But I just want to thank y'all. But just set your, if y'all would be so kind, I put my link in there. If you could begin to follow and subscribe to the page, I would be most appreciative. And it's always the second and fourth Sundays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we just gonna have some good conversations because I know everybody came through therapy, everybody can't afford therapy, and there are not a lot of Black therapists everywhere. So if I can just give y'all nuggets and y'all can work on that part until you can find what you need, I can just try to give you the things that that can help you in your day-to-day life. So I was totally grateful for yesterday. If you haven't watched it, please go and watch it. We were talking about domestic violence and the statistics. I just want to leave out with these statistics. Black people ought to make up 13% of these divided states of America. But for Black women, it's 54% domestic violence. For Black men, it's 52% domestic violence. Our numbers are high for a reason. We are stressed out. We are taking it out on each other. And this is not the regular thing that men should be doing or women should be doing, but we have normalized our dysfunction, and we have to quit that, because what we don't understand is that to the men in the room, your daughters is gonna date a man like you. To the women in the room, your sons are gonna date a woman like you. So if you are abusive with your mouth, your son is gonna find someone that's just like you. To the men in the space, if you are abusive to their mother, they see it. They're going to date you. And I'm trying to make y'all feel uncomfortable for a reason because I may not ever see some of y'all again. But these are things that we have to change because it's generational. And in order for us to make these changes, we got to acknowledge that we need help. So thank y'all so much for letting me talk. Now, Mr. Official Sports Call, are you a
Yes,
casual?
I'm sorry.
Casual fan.
You a casual fan?
Yeah.
So how long you been casual with us?
I started when Prime first got there.
Okay. So can I just tell you what scares me about casual fans?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all are casually leave.
No, not actually. Casual fans.
I'm just saying, like, I got a casual boyfriend. That when you casual, that means you're really not here. You just floating on by. So I'm glad you're floating on by to do all the work that the casual fans won't, because everything is so fast right now in this decade and age, with social media and with reality TV. But if we don't hit y'all fancy, y'all gone because y'all casual, y'all not committed. And so for me, I'm just coming in as an old school, is that I love what the casuals have to say, but the casuals will leave you in a heartbeat because they're not committed to the program from the start. Now, I hope that your casual becomes committed, but what I've noticed for a lot of people that are casual, they only in it because it looked good and it's a season for them, and then they're gone afterwards. So I got what you're saying, and I definitely do appreciate it, but I'm just looking at that in another perspective because casual people scare me. I'm just gonna tell you the truth because y'all ain't committed to the program. Y'all just because it look good, and Dion was here, and y'all comparing us now, and so it's like if we don't do the same level of what y'all saw, then y'all kind of gone by the wayside.
No, I guess I can't speak to the fact of all casual fans, but I can speak to the fact of myself. When I felt like I was saying when I first came on, I fell in love with the school besides Prime. It's just that Prime opened a lot of eyes to people who never knew nothing about JSU or the HBCU experience. And I'm from Louisiana, and honestly, and it may sound weird, but the only thing we really knew down here was like the Bayou Classic. To be honest with you, like that's the only thing we really be into in Louisiana was the Bayou Classic. And when I started seeing when I started looking into when Prime came there, I was like, okay, JSU, and then y'all, like you said, the glitz and glam, all that came. So you start falling in love, not with just Prime, but the players, the school, everything around it. And that's why I never left. I watched the shows faithfully, everything, and I love everything that y'all doing and how y'all keeping it going. And I respect the fact that Ken Page is one of being honest, is the only page that's really live for JSU where people could come to and you always getting some kind of more experience from the school. So I never left. And I understand what you mean by casual fans that up and leave, but I'm not that type of casual fan. I was a casual fan that fell in love with y'all school.
Well, that's why you're not casual. And I want to encourage you this. Have you signed up? Are you following the Jackson State football YouTube page? And also, Ken, what's the name of the one of y'all do all those amazing interviews?
No, it's Tiger Talk, and we just
I'll watch that too.
Yeah, we just touched it. Hold on, TD. I'm gonna jump in there real quick.
I'm done.
No. You good. I think the biggest thing is like I told him, I said my answer would have been a lot different earlier. Like now that we 3/4 of the way through the season, and I've kind of seen the decline. It's evident. Casual fans bring money, brings notoriety, brings attention, brings opportunities. There's nothing wrong with retention. You know what I mean? It's up to us to try to retain as many of those fans as possible. And there are some things that we can do better. Oh yeah, it is some things we can do more of from a content standpoint. I even talked to Austin about that. Speed the market. We gotta get it out there quicker. You know what I'm saying?
I know really true is that we went through so much at one time this year, like probably when they sit down and recap everything. Because think about it, even now he got his job was quick. I mean, we did so much stuff that was insane how to do what he did and got what he got in the time that he got it in was a lot. So like you said, after the season to come back and look back and do it over would definitely probably be a whole new thing next year because they didn't.
But that's what we were saying. Like under our previous coach, he built everything on speed, and he built it on, I got to win now. And obviously, he had a mission and a goal in mind, which is fine. But the what's undeniable with a Deion Sanders is the dude is one of one when it comes to marketing, self-marketing, self-promoting. And there's nothing wrong in the era. In this day and age, you can be stupid paid if you figure this thing out and you make it work for you. All of us who have pages would love to strike lightning and ride a wave, sort of like the pregame show, I know, and other platforms that are doing numbers when it comes to eyes, and there's opportunities that come from that. The reason I want to say this in the TD, I'll let TD, I gotta get brother GA in here next. I want to say this. I just want to re-emphasize when people were desiring it. All I asked months ago, you can go back to it. I kept saying in February, please allow the school the opportunity to establish their own page and get that thing off the ground. And that has been a task because, you know, Austin has, you know, there has to be approvals. You have to review the content because it is a university page. See, a university page is a little different than private. See, we can drop whatever the hell we want. We can say F-bombs and all that good stuff. On a school page, it's a little bit more different because you don't want to misrepresent school. That's why we telling, look, this platform is JSU Sports Chat, but we ain't tied to the school. But we know from an adult standpoint, we ain't gonna go out and misrepresent the school. So, but what I am saying is that, but when it's coming, starting and stopping from the school, there are no outside cameras. That's cool because the creative minds in the room can create something that I think the public that desire to see those things, they can appreciate. So what we do, brother official, is we take the information that you gave, you put that in the hands of the media director and say, hey, bro, let's create something. And maybe we put a plan in place for season 2. And just like they just announced that the Miami Dolphins is going to be on Hard Knocks next season. So they already finna start filming and producing. And that's the world we live in where people want to see. But I'll pause right there. Brother GA, how you doing, baby?
Hey, I'm doing all right, good brother. But I defer if Brother TD wanted to jump in real quick. I can defer for him.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Hey, well, I just segue into where you left off. I just want to put it out there. I spend most of my time on Facebook when I do social media and Twitter. And the football page is very active. I mean, I get a lot from KC-1400, Tiger Talk 1400, and I get a lot from JSU football right there on Facebook. And they're kind of engaging with the fans. So it may not be so much when a production comes to YouTube, that's almost like a commercial. I mean, Brother Austin, he's kind of like, he's a genius. So he makes some good product. So it may be a little slow on YouTube, but the football page on those two platforms are very engaging. But I just came up here, Brother Ken, just to have a moment of reflection, man. Let's think back. I want you to think back to that when you was on your first letter. You did an interview with them, and man, you really captured everything that Coach TC had to endure in the timeline when you just talked about how he had to accept the job, how he had to, probe who he was going to make his OC, who was going to be his DC, who was going to be this, who was going to be that. And having to recruit and then having to manage the portal. That was a great narrative. And you something from the very beginning, you said we're here to control our narrative. And this is not a jab. It's just like sometimes our narrative got kind of out of control because maybe we had mismanaged expectations.
Yeah, and it starts with me. My expectations were high. Zoe's expectations were high. We were close enough to see, and we were like, "Oh man, we recruiting guys. We shit." And when it's just like 247 Sports. You get these ratings, you see these kids, and go ahead.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not saying, bro. I'm not here to.
Oh no! I ain't taking it that way. I was just saying I'm gonna own up to that as well. I mean, it ain't a throw off. I got you. Keep going. I don't want to interrupt.
And I'm just saying because in my mind, we have the talent, and I even said some stuff in the chat about offensively that I shared some of my disappointments in this season because I think we have the talent to be 8-0 to this day. And but that's just me, and I'm not here for that. Like you say, I just want to, and we need to be mindful of what our AD say, and we're building on tradition and blazing new trails.
Oh yeah.
And if we stay mindful of that, and hey man, there's a few other programs that are rebuilding, retooling, whatever you want to call it, and they're not sitting where we're sitting today. And I know we're accustomed to us being at a certain point at this point in the season, and we're suffering a little fatigue through frustration mentally. I see it in our team. Our team is, I think I may have said this in one of the chats, platinum chats, and maybe in the YouTube, but it's kind of regressing. But it's holding together. But I cue in on different things when i.e. false starts, or i.e. just certain stuff on the field. You can see the mental frustration at this point in the season, and as fans, maybe when we come out and say stuff or certain things, or when we voice it out, that's not the best for our players. You know what I'm saying? Because they already got some duress going on, and not even saying the system, our school as a whole, we're in limbo with the interim president and the whole thing with the IHL. So I mean, everything is going on. You know what I'm saying? And just one last point, and I'm gonna shut up, good brother. At the beginning of the season, they had the pre-SWAC selections, and we only had one player, and I'm quite sure that between 99, 98, 88, I can't remember Evan Henry's number right now, but yeah, I'm quite sure, and Mr. Mulligan, and I'm quite sure that some jokers got some. They're like, oh man, I got that one wrong. But I mean, that's some stuff in the narrative where we could be like, you know what I'm saying? You said we had to control our narrative, and that's some stuff that we have to focus on, not what the naysayers or the outsiders are saying. And that's not. I mean, I know we have to have a place to vent and everything, but sometimes we have to be tough enough to endure and focus on bigging up where bigging up needs to be bigged up. And I defer from there, sir.
No problem. Somebody said, Ken, who do have the talent you and Zoe projected? It just may take time to bear fruit. No, we this roster's loaded, man. We loaded with talent. I'm not even questioning the talent of this roster. We have some again, one thing I did want to mention, if you say, okay, we got a few holes in our roster, I think that some of the players that we lost, that we went into the off season, or we went into the spring thinking that we were going to have them with us, losing them hurt. And that we really haven't been able to really, I would say, get the expectations of what we've seen. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's going to tell me that losing Niles Gaddy didn't hurt coming off the edge.
Oh, yeah.
Not going to tell me that losing Tyrion Davis out of the middle as linebacker didn't hurt. Yeah, it hurt. So, when you look at some players, Savion, we were able to replace that production with Herb Mulligan. Just, you name Shane Hooks, I mean, whoever, Willis Patrick, just some, we could have definitely, used some support there, whatever the case may be. But you roll with who you roll with. The recruiting class based off rankings and based off the statistics, you go off analytics, and it is what it is. At the end of the day, you got to put it together and make it happen. Go ahead, Rochelle.
Can I just say, even for us to get the recruits that came on, I just believe they see what we see. They see, I think those players, like for us to get the commitments and see us showing that we are still a school to come to, even though, check this out, even though, like you said, we ain't got we got all this stuff going around Jackson State, but we are still managing to get great players and to get people that still want to recruit for us. So that's just letting you see, y'all, it is great. I just think we have to be patient. And that's just something right now a lot of us don't have because we're in this Insta world. That's why for me, I just been extending grace in. I just think they're doing amazing because I couldn't imagine doing all what can. And then he has, he's a father, kids, and all this that he got going on, but he's still managing. I'm like, I'm good. I'm just excited to see what they're going to be like even next year as they grow. So just be patient, Tigers, and we're gonna be all right. We are gonna be okay for sure.
TD.
No, I'm good.
Okay. No, but no, I agree. I just think it's good to know kind of where we are. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. I think we let some get away. Alabama State, we could have got that game. I think that's a game that's gonna really feel like that meat stuck in your tooth that you just can't get out. You know, Zoe on the screen sucking in, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, and the dinner floss won't get it either.
Boy, let me tell you something. That mother get the bleeding and everything. You still can't get it. You scratching your gums up out. It's stuck. I can't. I never. It's gonna take me a while to get over losing homecoming, and we moved on. I haven't got over it though, because I'm telling you, I would want to be 6-2. FAMU, I don't feel like that we came to play that game. We got down to, even though that game was an L. You know what I'm saying? Texas State was L, but Alabama State, although it was an L, we really could have won that game. We could have. We could have. We definitely could have. I don't want to say should have, because I don't want to take away what they did to us. I'm gonna give them their credit. I say we could have won that game. We really could have. We have to want it though, and I think this team really wants to win these last 3 games. And I'm serious. We ain't playing for nothing other than spoiler. I really want Alcorn. Let me tell y'all something. It would do me just wonderful
to spoil.
I want to play spoiler. That's the only thing we live for now. You know, you play spoiler because you got to win a recruiting battle against Alcorn. You do not need Alcorn going to the SWAC championship. And I ain't no hater. I'm just saying, it's a competitive in me. I'm saying if it comes down to Jackson State versus Alcorn for the West, and we beat them and we get to send them home, go home. Go home. Hey, we all going home. It is what that would make me wonderful to finish
how tall is the young man who dad came, that quarterback?
Jacobin, what, 6'5", 6'3", 6'5"? He's about 6'5", 6'4".
And he's a what?
He is a redshirt sophomore right now.
That guy is huge. The way he ran over them.
Yeah, that was a special moment, man. His dad's stationed in Jackson. He's been gone
6 months.
For 6 months, and did not know that he was going to be there. You got to think about it. His whole season, his dad's been gone, you know, so didn't know his dad was going to be there at the game. I just love the moment when he saw him and he just kind of stopped. He's like a little kid again. He didn't really know what to do. So he forgot to run, and then he started back running again. Like that was, and look, man, it choked me up because I had an amazing father. Shout out to my pops, man. And I know I got to say this, through high school and through, so I moved with my dad my junior year of high school, and I played 2 years of JUCO basketball. So through 4 years, from 11th grade, 12th grade, freshman, sophomore, my dad missed 2 games. 2. And it meant the world to me. Even when I was sitting on the bench my freshman year of college, he was there. You know what I'm saying? Now, the only thing I hate about one of the 2 games he missed, Rochelle, he missed senior night in high school. It broke my heart because everybody was like, what the hell? What the hell, Mr. Clark at? He had every game. But my dad was a CPA, you know, he did taxes, and it reminds you that basketball season rolls into tax season. So
yeah,
he wound up staying longer than he needed to. So I think my coach had to bring, he was bringing the rolls to the parents and stuff, and it was just like, I'm just study looking. I'm looking like, man, let's do that, man, you know? And that's the only thing I didn't. But again, the dude was there. So to see that moment,
it was beautiful.
I was like, bro, like I know how that feels, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was happy to capture the moment. Thanks, you know.
And he got to play. Did he got a touchdown? That was a good day.
And he got player of the week. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that was a really good one. Yeah, and then his daddy got the yeah, that was just that, and that outfit, that shirt they had on for their son was tight. I was like, okay.
You know, mom, she looked like she, you know, done a little something, put something together. And there you go. Jensen say $1 million moment, man. That was a great moment, man. That's what it's about, man. You know what I mean? And that's why I was like, when I kept trying to elude the folks and I kept saying like adrenaline, that's why I was like, I felt like he was going to have a lot of overthrows, because I'm telling you, that adrenaline just, you got to, it's almost like, and that's why I felt like if you go back and look at his statistics in the fourth quarter, just look at his statistics in the fourth quarter, he finally settled down. I'm not kidding. He finally settled down in the fourth quarter. His stats looked way better in the fourth, and it looked like his touches had a little bit more accuracy, a little bit more touch on them. The pass to DJ, it had the perfect touch. It was a pass interference. The dude was holding DJ. DJ got one arm up. They called the pass interference. The pass to Jonas Fortillion was perfect. It was like a back shoulder throw almost, and he turned and caught that thing, and he little boy, old boy.
But you know what? I think you're right there on that.
Huh?
TD.
Somebody said something. Too many people.
I said, go ahead, TD.
You beat
I
me
think
to
I'm
it,
behind you.
man.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Retro.
I think when
I
I've
was
been
gonna
tripped
say
on
this,
that
but
is
now I'm
that.
gonna head out.
Oh, okay.
My bad, Rich.
Go ahead, Retro.
My bad, TD.
But
Hey,
I think
look,
what you said though, Ken, people are not tripping. He hadn't seen his dad in 6 months. That's a lot of adrenaline in him.
That's
a lot.
But this is the thing, Michelle. Not Retro. I'm gonna let you go out of this. All right, we knew already. So when we was alluding to it, like there might be some adrenaline. That's kind of what we was alluding to. Retro, you got it, baby. What you got?
I was gonna say, look, I gotta be up at 6 in the morning, but look, I'm gonna leave you with this. My new favorite player that I want to see more of, bro. You just said it, man. You took it right out of my mouth. Jonas Fortillion. I want to see more of him.
Oh yeah, bro. Hey man, Zoe called him SWAC TO. I like it.
Yeah.
Put him on the field.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. Yeah, I'll let
Take
you
care.
Peace out, Retro.
Indeed. Peace out.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just was gonna say, Morgan did settle down as the game went on. The pass to Fortillion, it was great. I mean, even the pass interference play that he got, it was going to be
He
a
didn't
great.
get it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it should have been. That's right. It should have been.
He didn't get that. They hugged the dude, man. Oh
Man,
yeah.
I'm standing right now
in front of the referee. I'm talking about Rochelle, like a whole "how you doing" hug. Just ran with it, and the refs didn't even call nothing.
Right.
Oh, man. Don't even get me back started on the refs. But anyway.
Yeah, man. Again, I would say this, man. I'm gonna get ready because it's midnight now.
Well, we got 5 minutes to go. We good.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this, man. I mean, again, the ceiling, for that young man in this team and the weapons that he have, including this young man in the chat.
This young man right here.
That young man right there. I'm telling you, because he about taller Jacoby.
Yeah, just a good 6'4", ain't it?
Yeah, so man, that's something to look forward to, man. But all in all, man, I enjoyed the vibe, man. I enjoyed the game. Again, thanks to all the, to all the fans, all the tailgating people that that let us come in and get some, we even had some golden fish. So we appreciate that. So if you got some golden fish at your tailgate.
We got shout out to my brother Dale, man. DJ Dale Jefferson out there and the young man that was next door to him. He had that pan trap. We had pan trap and catfish. You know what I'm saying? I just knew that when I go to the tailgate, Rochelle, I needed to stick close to TD because wherever TD was gonna be at, he was gonna find that goldfish, man. That golden fish.
Remember we had that fish after that first game? That fish was
Hey, look, and then I don't know the name of the company. They said they're gonna post it. They had the ribs and the wings and everything else.
Oh yeah,
it was right next to Dale.
Yeah.
You know, man. Again, we appreciate all you guys.
Man, I spoke. He told me, man, you got to. They be in the chat, man. What is it?
Yeah, I told them they got to put it in, drop it in the chat, man.
Put your name in the chat again. I know it if I see it.
Yeah. It's my boy Thomas Douglas. So yeah, we'll get it, put it in again. Thank everyone. I'm saying this because after tonight, man, we still might go back to this little, but man, gonna be headed on, man, to UAPB. Time to get them.
Hey, if you haven't had a chance to go to UAPB, man, they got a nice stadium as well, man. Nice, nice small. It's a smaller stadium, but it's actually pretty nice though. Nice facilities, man. If you're planning on, if you come to the game, man, keep showing up, man. Rochelle, we've actually done very well on the road this year. Like for real, man. We showed up. We packed Valley out. Valley looked like a Friday night high school rivalry. Now I say that because the stadium is small. And there's no knock to them. It's a small stadium, but it was packed though. You can have a small stadium, but if that thing packed and it's hitting just right, the atmosphere was fun. It was fun, so I got to give it to them. I think when Valley get that jumbotron up, when they get that new scoreboard up, it's gonna hit. Valley need two things. Actually, they need three things. They need to probably. I guess they probably eventually gonna move their press box to the
other side.
To the other side. I don't know when they'll do that or how they'll do that. That's gonna cost some money. So they might leave it on there over there. But they need a scoreboard and they need turf. That's what they need.
Okay.
That grass field is janky. So
hey, for all those people in the chat, man, that say TDB Grubbing, look, if y'all got a tailgate, invite us.
We coming.
We there.
Because that first one, we got some really good food. That fried fish after the game was amazing, man.
Hey man, and then too, another thing, is the Boom coming to UAPB?
Don't know, but I heard about a 4 or 5 hour trip though, bro.
It's a 4-hour trip to Pine Bluff for sure. It's all the way. Arkansas 5 hours, bro. I mean Little Rock.
Yeah. Okay, well, what Blue was talking about?
Hey, this time we was actually eating it in the tailgate area, man. I bit into that fish, burnt the whole lining out of my damn mouth.
Ooh, you sure?
Hey, look, man, Rochelle, and then the young lady said, she's laughing her butt off at me. She said, Ken, why we like this? She said, we know good and knowing well the fish just come out the grease. I got hot grease. I mean, I ain't spit it out though. I'm gonna have to take this pain.
No, we do it. That is.
I'm not going to UAPB. I didn't think they were.
But you gotta love us because we do some of the craziest things ever.
Hey, for everyone that listening with the tailgate, I see y'all making it fun. I'm glad we had fun with it. I eat healthy most of the time through the week. I exercise good, so I can hang out with y'all on the weekend.
We be grubbing.
Hey, why I heard that in Ice Cube boy? We be grubbing.
Man.
Hey man, I ain't lying, bro. I done gained so much weight this offseason, man. Listen,
man, Blue, we gotta find Blue, man. We gotta go eat at Blue spot, man. Blue, we coming near you, buddy.
So the Boom won't be there. So that means we got to show up, man. The fans got to come in there and get loud, man. Usually when the Boom ain't there, it's kind of that old school football chant type crowd. So.
And you know what? The crowd was amazing. They chanted.
The crowd was amazing.
So you know what we need to do? We need to give a brother younger. And
shout out to Marcus Jones though. Shout out to Marcus Jones. Marcus was like, "Hey, third down, bro. I'm gonna be over here by the section. We gonna get him, work him out." So hey, on third down, we doing this. When we throwing them hands up, saying and the defense chants picked up. And the Boom started to really get involved in it. Hey, we got to just create that energy that we want, man. We got to keep doing it. I loved it, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jackson versus Southern Boombox rematch, Battle of the Bands, 11-12. You know what? I actually have that. I have that photo over here. If I can actually get this thing to work. Man, I need a new battery for my there we go. That's what they talking about right there. The boom box. Let me remove this comment if I can get back to it. My mouse is tripping. There we go. 1112, the boom box. Some type of band battle. But anywho, throw this back up here real quick. For those that didn't know, this is what we were talking about when we were talking about the toiletries. We actually grabbed some items for the athletes to utilize when they're traveling. So we're putting together another load, 2 more loads of these, and we're still collecting. So we want to hit that goal by Wednesday. I don't know what we collected tonight. I think we collected a few more hundreds. Let me see something real quick. So if you want to donate to it, go ahead and hit us up. So yeah, we about 1,700 away. So we can collect that. I think if you're watching this show and it's not live and you want to donate, hit that ticker at the bottom of the screen. You got Cash App, PayPal, Zelle. Send a donation, 5, 10, 20, whatever you want to send. We got 1,700 to collect, and we're gonna basically swipe the card on that, and we'll get everything that we need this weekend. Actually Thursday. So everything will be ready Thursday, TD, and we'll grab that load.
Okay.
And I think we're
just Bishop said that Saturday he won't be. His uncle passed away, and they're driving to Chicago.
Oh man, bro. Man, condolences, brother. Prayers to you and your family, man. It's just been a lot of homegoing celebrations lately, man.
Yes.
So be intentional about living, man. Live life, enjoy life. Love on your loved ones, man. Forgive fast.
And love hard.
Love hard, man. Yeah, let go of them grudges, man. Go check on your folks, man. You ain't talked to your cousin in a long time. Give him a call tomorrow, man. Tell him that you think about it. Your sibling that you're mad at, man, let that go.
There you go.
Let it go, man. Because trust me, situations can turn fast. And when they do, you're going to wish you had that time back. So we dealing with something in my family, but we all taking it in stride, man, and loving on grandma as long as we got. We don't know how long that's going to be, but we're going to love her every day until she ain't. You know what I mean? So I have to just say this, man, because that woman she mean the world to me. But the strength, knowing that your body is failing and you still have, that just goes to show you that you're not this body, man. You are a spirit being that is inside of a body. And even when that body fade, man, her beautiful spirit is shine through it. And I ain't never seen a person know that they in a grave situation, and she was joking about how small her hands got. She's like, look at my hands. That thing getting skinny on it. Like, come on, you want some of my weight? You take some of my weight with you. You know what I'm saying? And she, nah, I'm good. And that just lit my day up, man. Sweet woman, man. And just encourage all my nephews and family to go spend as much time as possible. We don't know how long we got. It could be a day. It can be 2 years. We don't know. We don't know. God got the last say so. So love on you, Bishop, man. Praying for you, bro. Keep your head up, man. Nothing but love for you, bro. Safe travels up to Chicago. And to anyone that's out there dealing with anything. Rochelle has been on here uncovering. She pulling scabs off all kinds of trauma in our community. Make sure y'all hit that. Go subscribe to the channel. I was watching last night, and I was just like the young lady that come on and just listening to her talk about her story, man. And just, I think one thing that she said, Rochelle, that just kind of, victims tend to protect their abusers a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because you start to fault yourself. It's my fault. Maybe like she said, if I would have just let him in the door, and I probably wouldn't have kicked it. You know what I mean? That it gets crazy, man. So all I'm saying is that you never know. You never know, man, who's going through what. It don't cost nothing to be nice and be kind. People ain't really thinking about you like you think they thinking about you. People be going about their days. I've had conversations with folks, and I'm talking about You don't want to trade your problems with other people. You think you have some problems until you talk to some other folks. You be like, you know what, God, I think I'll keep my problems. Okay? I think I'm gonna work on mine over here. I think I'm gonna go for real. Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, man. No, man. So no, that's a word of advice to everyone, man. Just I got some decisions to make. So this platform means everything to us, man. We're gonna keep rolling. Got some real decisions to make. Do I continue to move forward with what we're doing, or do I go back? And I don't think I'm going back. So I'm gonna keep pressing on. So y'all keep supporting, keep blessing this platform, man. We're gonna keep coming to you guys. And then look, we're gonna switch it up. Once soon as the season, we're gonna get it creative and mix it up a little bit, and we'll go from there. So I don't have nothing else. Brother GA, you got anything else, man? Appreciate you for staying up here rocking with us, man.
Yeah, hey, I just want to leave you with one thought. Can you say you're struggling a little bit with that homecoming loss? There's still room for redemption with an all-coin win, bro. So when you think about it, that game, that ASU game was kind of pivotal points for both of those for us and that school down there in Lorman. So yeah, so to go out there and close that out.
We got to get that game, bro. We
get that, man. I think you can have some solace right there.
And we got to get past UAPB, which we gonna go and handle our business, and we got to handle Texas Southern when they come to the crib.
Exactly. You know,
we
the
take
expectation.
Care of them is like we like this right here.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Yeah. So we still hungry, and I just want to leave out with that. You know, that we always expect to win. At least I do. And hey, I appreciate y'all for entertaining me this evening, and go Tigers.
Thank you, brother.
Brother Jay, we already appreciate you as well, sir. We appreciate the kind words and the support, sir. Thank you. You have a good evening. Good night as well.
Bye. Ken, I didn't mean to call you. My phone tripping.
Oh no, you good? You got anything for we? Oh, she already jumped out this thing.
Yeah.
Close out. Ain't got nothing else. What you got, bro? Got anything for we get out this thing?
No, that's it, man.
I got one thing.
I think one thing that we're gonna I'll discuss that on Wednesday.
Oh, you got to do it.
No, we're good. Not we're good. We're good. It was funny. It's all good.
Go watch that video that TD did. If y'all ain't watched that video yet, go watch that video, man. Have you watched it yet, bro? You've already seen it.
No, because you dropped it as we was getting on. So everyone go out to KC-1400.
We've had 265 views so far. That's dope, man.
That's what's up, man. Hey, go out. Hey, for those of you who hadn't heard at the beginning of the show, we dropped the homecoming video of the alumni band. Go to KC-1400 Media, click on videos, watch all the videos down there, comment. Can't go back and read everything. Trust me.
Comment on all the comments. Yeah. Don't say nothing crazy in the comments. I have to, zap you a little bit. We trying not to zap everybody. Just be nice, be kind, spread love. But blackout Saturday, get your hoodie, man. Go ahead.
IB took my thunder. That's what I was about to say. What IB saying. I was gonna start a tailgate, so we gonna go find them. But it's the end of the season, so it's all good.
Hey, since the boom ain't gonna be there, we're gonna bring y'all some tailgate content Saturday. We're gonna go out there and we might even go live from the tailgate. That's what we might do.
Hey, if you want us to go live from your tailgate, hit us up.
Yeah, let us know. We'll be there. Me, TD, KT Dub, we'll be there Saturday in Pine Bluff, man. Lord willing, say the same. Nothing changes. We'll be there live in the game, in the flesh, man. So peace out, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate the support. And
Tiger Nation.
That's it, man. Tiger Nation. Do y'all love? Go Tigers, baby.
Go Tigers.
Peace out.
Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be
huge. That's money in the bank for athletic programs.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.